My name is Adam Ryder. Basically just a regular dad that was in IT for 15 years. Got totally burnt out on IT, got into photography, and I love every minute of it. Probably the most common reaction is just scared. Just like, what the hell? Like they're very confused. They don't know why my beard has died. They don't understand it. They're just kind of mesmerized. But my favorite reaction is when people ask. Me and my family were going on a cruise, a rock cruise with the band Paramore and with the band New Found Glory and Tegan and Sarah. And basically, I wanted to dye my beard for two reasons. A, because it was a fun thing to do, and because I'm already covered in tats, and it's kind of like goes with my thing. And then I knew that there's going to be a big LGBT population on the boat because it was Tegan and Sarah. So I kind of did it as a solidarity to them, like hey, everybody's accepted. I knew on the boat that there would be shy people and people that were kind of, there'd be like a big underdog type of population. And my goal was to, it's an icebreaker, just like the tattoos are, and to make everybody feel that they are accepted, that everybody's here to have a good time, and everybody should feel accepted, and nobody should feel shy to not talk to somebody because they're not cool enough or something like that. So that was kind of the vibe, and it just kind of took off from there.
A lot of good people, and then Rainbow Beard's back. What's up, Rainbow Beard? On this thing, I think we were a little worried about you when we first got on the ship. First few hours, I think maybe a lot of us were thinking, is this guy going to be a total psycho? But it turns out you're a great guy, right? You've got a super hot wife, or by all accounts, you're an amazing dad. No psycho, just like a normal dude from San Diego with a gay flag on his face. No wonder you're such a kid here. On this boat, are you kidding me? On this boat, a 24-hour one-man pride parade. Or you're just really bad at eating snow cones. I don't know what.
Have you high-fived Rainbow Beard? Have not? Okay, let's take care of that. Where's Rainbow Beard?
What up, Ninja? How you doing? How you doing?
High-five Jordan.
First time chatter. Anybody seen you here?
Now, how long is your beard going to remain rainbow when you go back into society? Like when you go home to San Francisco and you, How long is it going to last for? Forever? Really?
So this is just one of the kind of the cool things that happened. This guy from Billboard.com was on the boat, and he wrote this article, 10 awesome things you saw at Paraguay. And number 5 is The Legend of Rainbow Beard.
Our next contestant, local celebrity.
Yeah.
What's your name? Where are you from? I'm the Rainbow Beard from San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Rainbow Beard.
Unbelievable. 10 already.
I have a feeling. I have a good feeling.
Perfect score for Rainbow Beard. Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. I'm very excited. Rainbow Beard. 10. Perfect score. Go.
One of the coolest moments of the entire trip was after I got out of the belly flop contest, it's slated, everybody's chanting Rainbow Beard, and there's this whole positivity vibe going on. To get out of that water and look over, my daughter is standing right over here, and to look at her, and she's got this giant smile on her face, and I just go, yeah, and she's just like, yeah, Dad, and she's with her friend, and it was just, honestly, it was one of my proudest moments.
I think that like when I told my friends, it just like skyrocketed. Like they told other people, and then eventually just now my entire school like literally knows who my dad is, and like one time my dad went to pick me up from school, and everyone was just like, oh wait, is that the Rainbow Beard dude? And then people were like, whoa, Rainbow Beard is Caitlin's dad? And yeah, so my entire school pretty much knows who my dad is.
I don't think so.
No, it depends. Depends on how saucy I get. My whole life, I kind of developed like a shell. So like I walk down the street, I'm gonna kind of have a scowl on my face. I'm gonna kind of look like a badass. Like don't mess with me, you know, because I used to get like jumped when I was a kid. And, you know, get constantly messed with. So that's kind of like how I've always been. And this trip has taught me like you don't need to do that anymore, especially the Rainbow Beard. You know, there's been a couple times where I've been like, I know people are looking at me, and I kind of keep my tough exterior, and then I go, oh, that would have been a great opportunity to just smile at that whole car of people staring at you, and then have that connection. This girl on the boat, her little son Ryler, she emailed me about a week after the boat and said, after the cruise, and said, hey, my little son Ryler has to see pictures of Rainbow Beard before he goes to sleep. And I was just like, that's the coolest thing ever. So like, yeah, like every night I show him pictures of you, and then he'll finally go to bed. So I was like, that's awesome. I'm gonna make him a video. So I made him a video, basically tucking him in at night, saying, hey, this is Rainbow Beard, blah, blah, blah. And then his mom sent me a video of him watching that video. And other than my own kids' videos, it's my favorite video that I've ever seen.
Hey Ryler, this is Rainbow Beard all the way from San Diego. Your mom and dad told me that you're one of my biggest fans, and I think that is so cool, because I think you're so cool, bud. I wanted to make this video especially for you, so I could tuck you in every single night. Rainbow Beard's tired too. I got my robe on, and I'm gonna head to bed. So, good night, Ryler. Have awesome, cool dreams, and I will see you tomorrow, buddy. Alright? Rainbow Beard out.
I feel very inspired by my dad and how, even though he does get certain reactions out in public that are faces that are kind of like, whoa, what? And might not be the most positive reactions, he still continues to dye his beard. And, you know, I admire that, you know, even though there's still people out there who might not support it, he still goes and does it. And it makes me very, I just have a lot more confidence in the decisions that I make for myself.
It doesn't matter if you're LGBT, it doesn't matter if you're painfully shy and can't even say hello to somebody, it doesn't matter what your thing is, you know, accept it. These are beard. These are beard. And it's available for $25 every time I do my beard. I'll sell these.
What up? Welcome in. In like 30 seconds here.
So it's gonna be a really good weekend. I'm sure Rainbow Beard is here to see.
Okay. Dude, I felt like you've been in here before.
You were here.
First time, yeah.
Yes.
You're with the freaking purple beard. I could have sworn you've been in here before.
Everybody say happy birthday. Thanks for celebrating with us. So it's gonna be a really good weekend. I'm sure Rainbow Beard is here to see.
What up? Tuesday, lazy Tuesday. Boy, I don't know why I'm nervous today for some reason. I think because it's a format we haven't done yet. So Chris MAK is going to join us. I don't know if you know Chris MAK is. He's a friend of ours. Everything is well. Hello, Ninja. How you doing? Dude, why did I know that we met at TwitchCon. You're the dude with the beard. I follow you on X. Oh my God, why do I keep saying that? I hate when I call it X. Twitter. I didn't know that you called me Ashik in here for some reason. And I could have swore you've been in here before and you've chatted. But obviously that must be wrong. Twitter. Yes, I I hate when I accidentally call it X. Yeah, I every time I say X, I want to just punch myself in the face. How you doing? How you doing, guys? How you doing, Ninja? How you doing? I assume it's Ashik. Is that your first name, Ashik? Assuming. How was the week? How's your week been? I had an interesting last week. Went up to LA, saw a band. Good. Okay. Cool. That I had been following for the last 60 years. 30 years. Crash Test Dummies. They're from, I want to say Alberta. I feel like they're from Alberta. The only like real places I'm super familiar with in Canada are the places I've been. So, and not even that familiar, just where I've been. Quebec, Montreal, Toronto. Been to Toronto like 3 or 4 times. Toronto is cool as hell. And Vancouver. Vancouver is like my favorite city ever. It's so beautiful. It's so. You just bought a house in Florida and you opened a liquor store, bro. You opened a liquor store. Well, you opened a brand new liquor store, or you took over a liquor store? Because I have been buying bottles like crazy for my home bar. I've been bringing back a bunch of. So we've been to Scotland the last 3 years in a row. I love Scotland. I want to retire there. I love it. I found out that you've only been to Toronto and Niagara Falls. Dude, Vancouver, brand new. Bro, that's so cool, dude. Congratulations. That's awesome. Liquor stores do well, I feel like, anywhere they open. So obviously you're brand new. Like, how brand new? Like this week brand new, or like 2 months brand new, 6 months brand new? That's interesting to me, because I'm super interested to see like how much. I mean, you're brand new, so you probably have to get on. I don't know how like allocation works, so I just know that, you know, stores have to really sell a lot of like shitty Fireball and stuff like that before they get like allocated bottles of certain stuff. Cash register streams, since I've been too busy regular streams. Yeah. I didn't even stream at all last week. I've been in this kind of weird mood. Like, I think it's because I'm on social media way too much. I'm just doom scrolling. I'm just seeing like one thing after another, and it's making me a little depressed. And so I was up in LA on Tuesday and Wednesday to see the Crash Test Dummies. They came out with an album in 1994 called God Shuffled His Feet. And they have this huge hit that was just because it's a weird, quirky song. It's called That's the title. I guess when they were writing it, he didn't know what he wanted to do for the allocation. Almost like building a credit history while being married to a shopaholic. Yes. Allocation's kind of like a bullshit thing. And I know that even well-established stores sometimes barely get any allocated stuff. But I have a lot of bottles. I have a whole spreadsheet that I call the Rainbow Beard's Master Booze List. And it's all the bottles that I have currently in the bottom. And then it's all of the bourbons, all the ryes, and all the tequilas that I want to still collect. There's only like 1 or 2 bottles of scotch that I want. You know, scotch is an acquired taste. It's got that peat in it, so it's smoky. The last 3 years we come back from Scotland, I brought back, you know, a couple bottles each time. This last time I just brought back 4 bottles. So yeah, I've been doing cashier versus Karen stream almost every day. So, like videos, like you've been watching videos, or you've been playing a game? Because I know there's like cashier games. I don't know if you're like watching like cashiers versus fucking assholes that come in and do crazy shit. Because, you know, that's entertaining too. I definitely go down that route. I go down, you know, like street fights. You know, I feel like in my brain somewhere, it's like, okay, these are all the types of things that could have me on the street. I feel like it's usually just like, you don't know how crazy people are, so maybe just walk away, because, you know, all it takes is one punch to, like, you know, send you to the ground, and then you're debilitated for the next 6 months because you got a brain bleed. It happened to my uncle one time. If you ever need accessories for the bar, oh, dude, I have been in mode. I've been streaming live IRL at the liquor store. Oh, dude, that's fucking cool as shit. Okay. That's an idea. You know what? One of my favorite streams to just kind of watch sometimes is Pizza Princess G. And I saw her at TwitchCon and I was like, why do I know this girl? I know her from somewhere. And I couldn't think of where I knew her from. And it wasn't until I got back home where I realized it was Pizza Princess. But because I don't know. I think because of all the stuff to see and all the people to meet, I wasn't like, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. But I was bummed that I didn't get a picture with her because her stream's cool. It's like, to me, that has got to be one of the most perfect Twitch streams is if you have a interesting job like that where you're just making pizzas, where somebody could just kind of chill, watch you do pizzas, and you're doing your job, but you're also on Twitch. I don't know. It's such a cool concept to me. So we went up to I gotta see if I can tighten it. I'm trying to tighten it in that tight. Okay, that's a little better. Let's see. Let me go down a little bit, maybe. Nope. Other way. Here we go. So, okay. So do you carry any of these brands currently in your store? And this is just 3 because they're overflow. We've just rebuilt our home bar. We've just put in shelves, and we put in these badass shelves. We got some hardwood, and we had the guy like insert it into the wall. Have a little rail, but it's already full, and I'm already overflowing everywhere because everything up there is like badass bottles. I've been collecting like crazy because that's what I do. I'm an ADHD crazy shopper. And oh, thanks for the follow, dude. Yeah. So she's fun to watch. So one of my overflows was just because I had a bourbon tasting party the other day at my house with some people from work. So this is my Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. It is, I don't know if it'll focus on that. It's 130 proof. 130.8 proof. It's spicy, but it's good. What I like about the barrel strengths and the cask strengths is that they definitely have way more flavor, and they are spicy, like alcohol wise, because it's so much burn and it's so much different than like an 80 or a 90 proof. But you get so much flavor, and then once you get used to that burn, like drinking neat whiskey at 80 proof is like nothing. You have that? Okay. So that's pretty easy to come by because it's not like Jack Daniel's 12. So Jack Daniel's 12 is on my list. There's a Jack Daniel's twice barrel. I think it's I forget which barrels it's barreled in, but it's like maybe a regular one and then like a toasted one. I think it's a rye, or maybe it's bourbon. I can't remember. I also have the bourbon version of that. Thank you for the follow, crazy haired girl. Welcome in. Thank you. So I also been on a tequila kick, and I actually think that I like tequila, high-end tequila, not like tequila Jose Cuervo or Las Casamigos, that shitty, like any of those. I don't think there's a single celebrity brand that's worth a shit, except one, and that is the new brand that's with Guy Fieri and Sammy Hagar, that Santafino. So I'm after the steel strength version of that because it's only like $50, $55. So it's a good price. But this bad boy right here, this is hard to come by. Fortaleza. It's like a $80-$90 bottle, but you are lucky if you can find this thing for less than $200 half the time. Only Tennessee whiskey and rye. Okay. So yeah, so I because tequila is less, you know how like so many bourbons are now secondary market prices. So, there's a lot of bottles that are $80, $60, $50 bottles, and you're lucky to find them for $250. Like anything Buffalo Trace that's not actual Buffalo Trace. So like any of the Old Weller Antique 107, the Foolproof. I mean, the Foolproof is a $60 bottle, and I've seen it for. You do have Fortaleza? Okay. Yeah, so this is the still strength. I bought my first bottle for $150, which was still a good deal because shit, sometimes you can't find for like under $250. California is also, more expensive, I think, because I don't know why. But I got that one for $150. And then when we were in LA, we went to this random liquor store. You have the can't stay long, just drop on a follow. Hey, thanks, crazy hair girl. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. I really do appreciate that. First time chatter. How did you find the stream? Just randomly, or do you know Chris Mack or any of the places that I dropped the link in? Maybe on social media. Sorry. Okay. I feel like I knew you from somewhere. The name was definitely familiar. I know I've seen you around. Do you ever go into like Lima stream or Ginger or Riddle? You actually sold 4 delays a day. So do you have any of the Añejo? So I have so I bought that bottle for $150, which was a good price for the steel strength, just because I've seen it go for $250, right? So we're in LA and it's after the concert and we found a liquor store and I went in there, and one of my favorite brands of rye is Michter's. And the Michter's, the 10-year rye just came out for this year, and you're lucky if you get that for under $300. It's like typically over $300, $350 all the time. I found one place to give to me for $225, so I bought it. And then there is the rye barrel strength, right? Cast strength. And then there's the toasted rye barrel strength. And I found this liquor store right down the street from me that has the barrel strength and the toasted rye barrel strength, and those are $200 each. So I bought the toasted barrel. I didn't get the rye. One bottle of Blanco. Okay, M Bliss. That's where I've seen you. Crazy. Yeah, M Bliss. I was trying to think of who else is like really connected to. Sorry, you didn't go to Toronto, did you? Did you see my Toronto video that I made for this last Toronto? You got Michter's regular, dude. Any of the Michter's regular are good. I still want to get a bottle of the sour mash. It's typically around $51 around here. The American whiskey, I don't really need. I'm almost out of the regular rye, so I need to get another bottle of that. But I really want to add the sour mash. So I go in there, and this guy had the Michter's rye barrel strength for $150, and I was like, I'm getting that. My local spot is the low. You're even lucky if you can find it. Then you're lucky if you can find it under $250. They had it for $150, and I was like, oh shit, that's a good price. So then the thing is because bourbons are so crazy and they're so secondary, you can find a $50 bottle for $500, or you can find a $50 bottle for $250 or $200. It's just happenstance, right? It's just whatever store you go into. And so we go in there, the $150. I'm like, yeah, but then I'm like, oh, but let me look at your tequila prices, because tequila. No, you wish. I discovered Sorry Stream like 3 months ago before SorryCon. Okay, yeah, that. So, and we're not doing SorryCon. We're not doing SorryCon this year, which sucks. Because it is fun. I went the last 2 years. The people that are in Sorry and Bliss's community are really, really good people. I'm super glad that I went to both of those. I almost didn't go last year, and I'm so glad I did, because it was definitely more fun than the first year, because it was a lot more comfortable. I knew a lot of people, and they're just super genuine people, man. Like I really like them a lot. So I'm happy that you stopped in. I really appreciate that. If you got to run, go for it. You normally stream at the liquor store. You know what, dude? I don't know if I follow you. Hold on, let me follow you right now. I know I follow you on Twitter. I mean, other story, I have a bottle of Double Eagle Rare. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's this other thing. Well, let me finish my first thought. So, because tequilas are generally pretty close to MSRP, like we have big total wines out here in Bevmos, and a lot of times I can get the tequilas that I want for, if not MSRP, right around MSRP. So when I go to a liquor store, I can tell how crazy the prices are going to be based on their tequila prices, because I know all the spots. Yeah, I actually have to go, but I hope you enjoy your night. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate stopping in. Hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Definitely. Bye. Have a good night. Drive safe if you're driving somewhere, or have a good time doing whatever you're set to do. So I looked at their Fortaleza, and he had a Fortaleza still strength for $100, which is like maybe 10, 15, 20 at max more than MSRP. And I was like, holy shit. Okay, well, I'm getting a backup bottle of that and I'm kind of sad because I already had a bottle of Fortaleza, but at $100 for Steel Strength, and I just bought one for $150, I had to grab that. I really wanted the rye barrel strength, but I just had to pass. I couldn't buy both of them. I'm surprised my wife let me buy the first one, to be honest. But she was really drunk, so I'm not going to say no. Sign of ADHD, when you get a new hobby and get everything. Yeah, no, that is me in a nutshell. That is everything that I do. Chris Mack, welcome in. Do you notice what I'm wearing right now? Chris motherfucking Mack. I'm wearing that shirt, baby. This is the shirt I wish I would have remembered to wear. I could have even wore it when we went to breakfast. Chris Mack was out here in SoCal this last weekend, and he came over to the house and hung out, and that's why we came up with this idea for the dual thing. So anyway, I bought the Fortaleza. I also bought, like, once Chris Mack or actually before Chris Mack got here, I got another bottle of this. This is one of my new favorites, Lalo, but specifically the Lalo High Proof Limited Edition. This shit is so good. It's one of the better tequilas that have come out. And if you can ever find, I'm going to go eat dinner, but I'll be lurking. Okay, dude, cool. Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Lalo is a good brand because it's the grandson of Don Julio. So Don Julio that did the grandson of Don Julio that has Don Julio. Of course, they sold it a long time ago, so it's not quite the quality that it used to be. It's more of a Patron. I don't know if it's as good as Patron. I'd have to like taste test both of them up to Patron, but so Chris Mack. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know how you want to do this. I'm thinking we do you want to try this stream together thing and try and see if that works? Because otherwise I think we have to do like a, come on, stupid thing. Come on, camera. I don't know if we could try this stream together thing and see if that works. I don't know how to frick to do it. I'm going to say get started, allow while visiting the site, start shared chat. Okay. How do I choose who I want to collab with? Turn camera on. Okay. Allow. Game capture. No, hold on. ObSpot. Oh, so it's like I have to restart the stream for this to work? Oh, that sucks. See, I couldn't really like kind of check this out until I started the stream. Hold on, you might be talking to me and I'm covering up chat. I'm not streaming though, so bring me in through Discord. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see. Are you in my Discord? Are you even in my Discord? There's a lobby. I have a voice channel lobby. I've turned on all the stuff. You're a mod there? I think you're a mod. Well, you're a mod of my channel. I might have to give you mod. Chris back top into the server. Okay. Go to the lobby. There you are. Okay. Let me click on you. Hold on. Maybe I don't have. Let me just turn the music off for 1 second so I can think. Let's see. How do. Hold on. Let me go to my sounds here. Because Discord's probably not like defaulted to anything right at this second. Always have to go in here and fuck with shit. Discord. Let's see. We'll go game. Put you in on the game. Are you talking? Wait, how do I? Hold on. Oh, add role. I'm going to add you to mod. Okay, so you're mod. Could video call me on Discord, bring it up as a capture. It's usually just, I thought if I just clicked on you, I would hear you. That's usually how it works. Like on games. Now Discord is on game. Shit, this is why I was nervous. I was like, I've never done this before on my own stream, so I don't know. Disable video, no. Invite to server, no. Ignore. I'm not sure why this isn't. Move to gaming? No. Okay, so there's where you pull them into different ones. Shit. Oh no, it's already failing. Okay. You don't see yourself when you go in there, you're not seeing anything, right? I see you. Oh no, this is not going well. I also have to be in the lobby? Okay. Oh. Why am I not in here? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, I see you. There you are. But you're talking, and of course, I still don't hear you. God damn it. Hold on. Try this. Hello. Why is it not working? God damn it. This is why I was so nervous. Okay, let me hold on. Let me bring at least the display capture in, so I can at least get you on screen. La. Setting cog in Discord. Where's my Discord? Come on. Where is it? So this is the one disadvantage for meld. Oh wait, is that? Oh, okay. There's that. Hold on. So now why isn't that coming in? Okay, there's that. But why can't I hear you? I think it's I wonder if it's because Mel's already taken my camera. Hold on. Let me check audio here. You know what? We probably should have tried this on. You only use sound. You don't need the camera on Discord. I don't need the camera on Discord. Okay. So audio. Voice and video. Voice. Mic chat default. Okay, hold on. Game. No, wait. Audio device. Let's see. There. Whoa. Okay. Now I hear you. Jesus Christ. Okay, but I don't know why I can't. I should be able to pick your video capture so I can get you on the screen because you're not on there right now. There we go. Okay, I don't see. It was literally there, and it wasn't until I clicked it twice then it came. Yeah. No, I will. Hold on, because it like I said, I've never done this before, so my thing's way down here. This is scuffed AF. So how do I just get on you? Okay, there we go. That's what I want. Hello. Well, you don't have to like eat the microphone, bro. Oh, can you? I can hear you loud and clear, so I'm hoping it's on the stream. Let's see. Now, let me make sure that the stream is, because I might have to, hold on. Add a no audio source. Chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you are. There.
There.
Oh
now
my
I can hear
God.
myself.
Oh my God. So scuffed. I'm sorry.
Fucking
This is
why did you look? I can still see all the people on this.
I know.
chat.
I know. Hold on.
Around the box.
Dude, I haven't captured. I've never had somebody on Discord before, so I haven't done this. Usually, this is just. Okay.
Just think of it like your Tinder account,
bro.
Let's see. Can I do this?
That's secret.
You
That's
do your
secret.
thing. You do your thing. I'm just gonna play with my shit.
Okay. Okay. So what I want to do. Yeah, I want to. Oh, you know what? I need to. I know what to do.
Start that show in 5 minutes.
I need to. Why do I always forget how to do this? Let's see. Crop. Okay, I'm gonna crop you in here. There we go. Okay. This is what I want. Done. Okay. Here we go. Now put yourself back on camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can bring in. All right. We did something. Okay.
Fucking professional.
Dude, this is scuffed as fuck. Okay. So now I'll at least look at that. Look at that mean man right there coming in. Hey, there he is. So who's Rudiger? I assume that's Rudy.
Rudy. Okay. There was a movie called Rudy.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Sean Astin.
Yes, I love that movie. It makes me cry every time I watch it.
Me too. And it's a real life story, and that's the real guy.
Oh, okay. So, but what team is that? Is that
Notre Dame?
Why does it look like a Raiders jersey? Is it green and I just can't?
No, it's what blue.
Oh, it's blue. It looks black as fuck, dude. It looks black as fuck.
It does look a little black.
Okay, it does look black. Okay, at least I have that part right.
Let me see if I can.
Although I am looking, so you know what? I'm gonna put you on this monitor. Oh shit, that ain't gonna work. Fuck. I'm gonna put you when I look at you on this monitor, so it looks like I'm actually looking in that direction, because otherwise we're just both looking in the same direction. So, all right, I'll get it together this first time. There's gonna be some. Here we go. There we go.
You don't gotta look at me at all.
Well, but I want to, because I'm still jealous of your hair. I'm super jealous of the fucking hair. Being an old man and having hair, it's just not right. It's against nature. It's against nature. Okay, let me.
How's life? What are you doing?
It's busy at work, and I think I've just been distracted, and I've been just letting regular news and all that shit kind of like get in my head. So you're
an idiot.
I know. I can't help it.
Honestly, I had to step away.
I every morning I go in and I go, okay, don't bring up any news. Just go to because I really need to get on my Linux training so I can get on this other team at work, and I need to brush up on all that stuff. And I brought it up today, and I just never got around to it. But I'm also trying to clear a bunch of old work and tickets and stuff that have been just kind of sitting around being a pain in the ass. So this week is the goal is to get some training.
I got barraged with work today.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, that can be a good thing.
Finally
for
get
you,
back,
I assume
and
that's
then all
really
of a
good.
sudden it's nonstop. Okay, so what am I doing here? The Rainbow Beard.
The Rainbow Beard. That's right.
Put that on my socials.
Yeah.
All two people. Fine.
I know.
Look at you.
Hey, Ninja. Welcome back.
Hey, AJ Mac guy. What's up, man?
Mac guy.
Look at AJ is everywhere I go.
AJ?
Every stream.
Mac guy? Oh. That's what it is. It's not Ninja. It's New Jersey Mac guy.
Yeah, that's the old. You're an old guy, so you're just like, hey, Ninja.
Yeah, I know. No, Mac guy. I don't know why I called you Ninja. I think it's the NJ. There's another guy that comes in that's Ninja. I think because I don't think it's this guy. What, dude? I'm sorry. I should have realized that that's Mac guy. But when he's not a Mac guy. Is he like Macintosh, like MacBook Mac guy? Is that what it is?
It could be.
But he follows you. He's a fan of the MAK. Do you see my?
He's a fan of everybody.
I know. I see him. I see him all over the place. I feel like I see that name all over the place.
Everywhere. Every stream. The guy. I feel that NJ has the wall like Batman, just with fucking screens, and it's just streamers 24/7.
Yeah. I gotta fucking fix this chat box here. Let's see. Me, I'll put it over here. Now.
So do tell me.
Yes.
Why is Out Comes the Wolves, Rancid, the best album ever made?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, so I think those small differences right there show you show me how, even though we're close in age. Well, actually, I don't technically know how old you are. I'm 48.
47.
So, huh? You're 47?
Yeah, dude.
I'm fucking older than you. No fucking way. Really? Okay.
How do you think you're not older than me? Look at us. I'm like a blustering gazelle. You are fucking like a rickety old fence. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's because you let the full gray come in, and I don't have hair, so you don't see the gray in mine. And also, all the beard gray is covered up with colors.
80?
No, I thought you were like, honestly, like if I was to guess, I was like 51. I thought you were just a little bit older than me. Look at that fucking hair, dude. Like,
but gray is the popular color now.
No.
Stephanie, when we went to Suavecito, when we went to where we were Santa Ana, Stephanie bought gray hair coloring because she's like, yeah, all the girls are doing gray hair coloring. I'm already fucking hip.
Okay, so you know what's funny is my mom. So my mom has.
You want to see my scrote? I'll show you how old I am.
I mean, not on stream. I don't want to get bluffed. But if you want to send me, Ramadi Ka, what's up, dude? First time chatter. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Ooh, I like that emote, dude. That's cool. I like that emote a lot. Cartoon Wave. Is that from
Cartoon Therapy, baby?
Okay. Yeah, that looked like one of Vince's.
It has to be.
It has to be. It looks like a Vince character. I only caught Vince for like the last 20 minutes that he was on today. He did a short one, like three hours. Yeah. Chris Mack is a bro. Yeah, I figured. I saw you lurking earlier, and I was like, comedy. I was like, this is a Chris Mack guy for sure. So I had fun when you were out. We finally linked up, dude. That was fun. I was so glad to finally have an actual meaningful conversation with Steph, because she's cool as fuck. How lucky are we, dude? How lucky are we? We have smart as fuck wives who are down as shit for anything and smart as hell. And everything that came out of Stephanie's mouth was like impressive. Like, she knows her shit, and I love that about her. And at TwitchCon, she's obviously letting you do your Chris Mack fucking bullshit and run around, and I love how she kind of fucking downplays it all and hates it all. Because my wife is also like, don't put me in the spotlight. I don't want to be on anything. She comes in here and talks to me, and she's worried that like, I don't really want my voice. I'm like, it's okay, it's all right. Cinnabon, welcome in.
Tell her to come on stream.
Is this a? No, dude. Crease. That's got to be a Chris Mack person. Okay, you know what? I wanted to ask you this the other day. When in Twitch, Poop Witch's stream, did you become Crease? Because
2022.
So that's not a new thing? Because I don't know if I've ever noticed her call you Crease.
2022.
Oh.
Because she would. Well, you know why?
Because
in the beginning, now she just swears at me. But in the beginning, she would yell at me more.
Yeah.
And
okay.
When she yells, she gets the crease.
Crease. Yeah. And so I noticed when you were in her stream the other day, and you guys were doing this very thing, that your name was Crease, and then I saw Crease. So somehow I missed that, and I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough, because I'm a dude and I don't pay attention to shit, because that's pretty typical.
So back to our wives.
Yes.
And
back to
going to see you.
Yes.
This is great.
Yeah.
So, as you know, my wife likes to do the vaping. And
yes.
we were all stuck for vapes because they have outlawed all the vapes in the universe that have any flavor.
Any of the fun ones. All the nasty ones are left, which are gross.
So
They're not even usable. They're disgusting. Because I'm not a smoker, so I only want the flavor. And actually, I only started vaping before on TwitchCon, and then I took it into my vacation, and nobody overseas sells these. These do not exist overseas. They're all shit. All of them. All the brands are garbage, especially in the UK. They're very regulated, so they all suck. So I was disappointed because if I would have known better, I would have just got 10 of these fuckers and brought them. Stormy Rose, welcome in. First time chat. Are you a Chris Mack person? How did you find the stream? I'm very curious. I'm always curious about first time chat. Oh, you know what? I was talking to I was in Lima's stream, and she's gonna raid at 7. She's gonna raid us at 7, so that's cool. She's playing Fortnite.
Talk about a person that is just like a workhorse. Yeah,
dude. She's always on. She's always killing it, and I'm so happy for her to get partner. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to see your friends get what they deserve. Chris Story on Instagram. Cool. Welcome in. We just started. I finally, it took me a little bit to figure out how to, cause I'm a boomer, and I've actually never done this yet. Usually I just have my gaming setup, or, this is a new scene I need to create, obviously, because I haven't done this before. So, but I'm excited that it's in my own Discord server, because I only have like 4 people in here. Well, now 5 with Chris. So
yeah, dude,
it's kind of exciting.
So check this out.
Yes.
So we're going home.
Yeah.
From seeing you guys, you and your wife, and we hung out and whatever. And right across our hotel is a place called the Big Pig, and so we it's like a little bodega, whiskey shop, booze, everything.
Yeah.
And we walk into this fucking place literally like 3 hours before we go to bed, 2 hours before we go to bed.
Yeah.
And the guy has vapes flavored sitting out for sale. And he don't give a shit.
He's brave. That's cool,
and
though.
I'm like, what are you doing? Are these like fake or what? Nope. So she got some.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's good, because now I know, the only place that I know that legitimately got rid of them is that liquor store by my house. But my other 2 spots that I go to, they're just on the down low. You just have to go in. And
everybody's waiting.
Yeah, they're waiting to make sure that you're not a cop or whatever. But you just say,
I'll switch, because it's gonna switch back. They're not gonna care.
I could see that happening especially for sure now.
Because it is. You want to sit here and rant about your government? I know you love that. Well, I've never seen you closer to a heart attack than talking about the state of America. Man, it's good to be Canadian today.
I'm telling you, man, I'm jealous of Canadians right now. Like I said, if I had the chance to move to Vancouver, I mean, and this was 5 years ago when we went there. Vancouver to me is one of the most perfect spots I've ever been. I love Vancouver. It is beautiful. It's got the mountains right into the ocean. It's got the buildings, like the end of Tron Legacy. They're going over this bridge, and I remember when I first saw that scene, I was like, where is that fucking city? Because that is one of the coolest goddamn scenes I've ever seen in my life. And I had to look it up, and it was Vancouver, and I was like, ever since I saw that, I was like, I want to go to Vancouver, and we finally did. And god damn, Vancouver is cool. Not only is it not crowded, I mean, we were like 2 blocks from the stadium, and it wasn't crowded. And there was a game at some point. It wasn't crowded. I couldn't believe it. I also had the best ramen in my life up to that point. I think I've had a slightly better ramen. It was a ramen place that just had the best ramen. That was my first like true real ramen. Everybody was nice. Even the homeless people were nice. I love it. I love Vancouver.
They do good ramen. They have a. Oh, you're in the United States and don't have vapes? Flavor ban. Yep.
Yeah. Stormy, are you in Cali? Because they just so apparently last year on the 2024 they banned them. But something happened this year on New Year's where they are going to like enforce it or something. And it's like, usually, you're in Colorado. Okay. So I'm born and raised in Colorado. My whole family's out there. Born and raised in Thornton. Go Stormy. Hell yeah. I love
Is it just selective flavor ban then?
No, what it is, you know, they're obviously trying to, because I think.
No, because Nevada doesn't have it.
I just think I think from like more. Well, Nevada's not a Democratic state. It's a red state. So usually red states, they don't give a fuck. But Democratic states are trying to, you know, because you can see that obviously, like, you know, it's kids, like how we were talking, right? We're in high school and there's a smoking section in high school. Now you can't do that. But like when I was a kid, you literally just went out the street corner and smoked. And I didn't smoke in high school. Cigarettes are nasty. This shit is delicious, and you can get so much more, you know, I guess nicotine addicted to this shit because it's flavorful and it's good. So I'm assuming that it's what's up, Mike? How you doing? What's good, you two fine looking gentlemen? That's right. This is age right here. This is age beauty.
This is the old guy podcast.
Yeah, this is the two dudes, you know, as cool as, you know, you're lucky that you have that fucking hair because you don't have a beard. So, you know, I can't give
honestly, though, in like 2 days, I have a near full beard. It has been, and like,
you have to show me a picture of you having a beard at any point. Have you ever had a beard? Please show me pictures. I would look. I've never seen anything with any facial hair. I would love to see that picture because that would make me happy.
Yeah, I've had facial hair. Because when you're young,
the kids call it the Pinjamin. Yeah. Cinnamon said he got into proper ramen last year. Oh, dude, there's nothing like a good soup. I was just in Budapest. I had fucking. Shit, why I can't think. Goulash. I had goulash 4 times in 2 days. I love a good soup. There's nothing better than a good soup. Tom Kha Ga, the Thai soup. Oh, Jesus, that is off the charts, incredible, delicious coconut soup. Yep. Spicy. Ugh, it's so good. But
then you tried to make it.
I did make it, and then I poisoned my wife. Because
why?
Well, because I want to know how to make it. Like anything that I really like that I usually look for outside, I want to master that. And just like steak, I've been wanting to master steak for years, and I can't grill or cook steak for shit. And as soon as sous vide came out, there was a foolproof way to not, because the problem too with steak is you buy a $30 steak. The last thing I want to do is fuck it up, overcook it. You know, half of it's overcharred and half of it's raw or whatever. Sous vide is the fucking game changer. And now that I have a sous vide and now I have a sous vide gun, which is like the most, it's expensive, but it is actually worth every dollar because I make the most perfect steak, and every time I take my tri-tip somewhere, people just are over the moon. And it goes like, I took 2 for Christmas, and I put it out, and before we even started the meal, it was gone. And
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Next time you come out, we're having
just have somebody fucking make it for you.
Dude,
it's cheaper to buy.
Tom Kha is actually the only thing that really sucks about trying to get Tom Kha is because there's so many Asian stores around here. So I feel really lucky. Like if I was in the Midwest, you might as well just Amazon that shit. Wow, that's crazy seeing you with dark hair.
Yeah, dude, it was full.
You've had no balding whatsoever.
No, and I went gray like, you know, what's his name? Steve Martin went gray early.
Yeah,
I started to get gray early, but dude, like.
When I was 22, I already had a bald spot in the back, like a thinning hair to where you could see that it was thinning really bad. And I always told myself, I'm not going to be one of those dudes that has a comb over or any of that weird shit. Like, I'm just going to embrace it. And as soon as one of my friend's wife called me out one day, I was at his house and she's like, wow, Adam, you gotta really, like, you're getting bald back here. And I was like, oh, fuck. Seriously? And then you could tell, like, when you would go sideways, right? It's like fluffy, and then it would have like a flat spot, and then fluffy again. Yeah. And that was shortly after I met Beth. Within like 3 or 4 weeks of us meeting, we dyed like streaks in our hair, like blood red streaks in our hair. And then I just sat in the mirror like maybe a week after that with my clippers, and it took me like 10 minutes to finally gather the strength, and I just went right down the middle, and I've been bald ever since.
Usually bald guys never really had great hair anyway.
I've started to get gray at like 23.
Yeah, and usually bald guys that go bald early and like they never had good hair. They had hair, but it wasn't like great. Like, oh my god.
No, like full gray hair. Like there's this dude, Kenny Leith. He's on Warped Tour. He was one of the stagehands, and this dude has long. He's in his 50s. He's got long, luscious, fucking like your hair, just salt and pepper. And it is like one of the coolest looking things to see an old dude with long, luscious, full hair, because it's so rare. And they're like unicorns. Like you're a unicorn. Look at all that volume you have.
10 years upgrade, baby. I started losing my hair in the late 20s. Started shaving. Yeah, and MAK guy. Yeah, and originally, I have a picture of me and Stephanie, but originally it was really going on the sides, so I look like J. Jonah Jameson. Fucked up,
dude. I just every time I look at your hair, I'm just like so jealous. It
goes pretty wild.
It's so crazy. Okay, so you're so you got the Superman behind you. You used to collect comics? Are you a comic guy?
I used to here and there, but okay, so
because we were talking about comics earlier. When you
Hercules. 1959.
Hercules.
It was a knockoff movie, kind of, with a guy named Steve Reeves. So that poster signed. I got a Rudy jersey that he inscribed to me. And the Superman is 1956, signed by the cast, which was kind of cool.
Wow. Wasn't it George Reeves that was the original Superman? It wasn't Reeves.
Allen.
Oh, Kirk Allen. I'm thinking Christopher Reeves. Never mind.
And then George Reeves was on TV for Superman, and then Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve. That sucks about his. I remember when he got thrown off that horse. That was crazy.
That's not how to ride horses.
I don't, dude. Rich people like to ride horses, bro. If you've noticed,
they do,
which is crazy.
Shit.
They really do. You know what I think it is it's like all the stuff that like poor people or regular people can't do. They just do the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? They're like, I need a stable. I needed this. I knew this girl that was from like the Paraguay stuff, and her family was loaded, dude. Her mom collected harps, bro. She had like 20 fucking harps in her house, in her like living room, like full size harps.
That's a different level. That's a different level.
And what harps are like? What, 20 G's each or something like that? I don't even know how much a harp costs, but just harps. And then of course they had horses and stables and all that shit. It's crazy. It's like a whole nother realm.
Is Wagyu for real? Is it though? This is the question, because a ton of people say that Wagyu in the U.S. or North American market isn't real Wagyu.
So, yeah, no, I think, so the only Wagyu that I know of and that I would really even get is obviously Japanese Wagyu, especially like Japanese A5 Wagyu. But like that shit is so marbled that it almost looks like you're cutting just a piece of fat. It's got so much fat in it, and you're really not even supposed to cook it. And you're not even supposed to cook it thick. It's supposed to be thin. It's like slap down for 30 seconds, slap down. That shit will melt in your hand. You put it in your hand, it will start to melt. So you're not even supposed to really cook it that much. I've never had Japanese A5 Wagyu. I know that Costco was selling like 2 strips of it for like $100 or $150 one time, and I told my wife, I was like, for my birthday I want to get that, and then I didn't see it anymore. So so for my last birthday we went to this place, and they had the tomahawk steaks, they had Wagyu, but they had Australian Wagyu, and then they had the prime, not prime rib, what am I thinking, what's the good steak, what's the best steak?
Tenderloin.
Not prime rib, it's ribeye. Yep. And I was like, I think I'm gonna get a ribeye, but then I forgot that like once I really start to cook something well, sometimes I tend not to get it at a restaurant, because a lot of times I'm such a perfectionist that I learned how to do that fucking thing better than usually. Like so here's my ADHD. I'm gonna get off on another thought, so I'm gonna stay on the steak. So I got the steak, and it was underwhelming. But my friend, Doug, this super duper smart teacher guy that just has more facts about fucking bands that I've ever This guy has seen more shows, more fish shows, more.
Except that his name is Doug.
His name is Doug. That's the only real knock on him. He's a really cool dude, and he got the Australian Wagyu, and that shit was delicious because it has a weird funk to it. Like there's some kind of extra level of funk, almost like how like a dry aged steak has like a funk, but this shit was delicious. Yeah, Fabergé egg shit, bro. That's what harps and fucking.
People get messed up skiing. Don't even get me into skiing, water skiing. I know people that water ski all the time, and I go see them, and they're like, "Hey, you want to water ski?" And then they want to be up at like 6 a.m. Fuck yourself.
I have been water skiing twice. I have never been able to get out of the water. Have you ever tried to water ski?
Like, yeah.
It is so fucking hard, dude. Like, you have to have
the size of a horse.
I know, you have to have the most powerful boat. But then my friend bought a boat like that has huge engines that would have, but like holding on to the pole is like having your hands ripped off is what it feels like. The pressure, the force. I never was able to get up. Beth, of course, gets up because she's a fucking gymnast, and she was like having the time of her life. And I got tons of pictures of that day with her ripping it up. And you know, he's got one of those. This might happen on every boat. I'm not a boat guy, so I don't know. But like, you know how like you don't even need the bar. Like you can just literally surf the wave behind. He was doing that kind of shit. And it was when I first got my right in the wake. It was when I
You ever do gliding in the air from the boat? No. Well, I have done the gliding, but that's also listen, Cinnabon, that's a stupid listen, you go up, they put you up there, you float for like a half hour, and then you're down, and it's like, fuck it.
I did do that, the parasailing. You're talking about the gliding, you're talking about the parasailing. Yeah. I have done that one time. And it's very underwhelming. It's like you're just in a high spot, and the whole time you're just
sex with me. Very underwhelming.
Well, you know, I wouldn't know,
but you're done.
But that is the rumor from
the water.
That is the rumor from Steph.
Back in the water, you're sad.
I'm gonna pour me a. This is like this is that one hard to get tequila that I showed you that like is not anywhere within 200 miles of Total Wine now. It's the Madeira, so it's fermented in a pine wooden fermented, and it gives it like a kind of like a cheese.
Did you buy Crash Test Dummy shirt?
No, Beth did.
What is that?
Okay, so this is this is why I brought this out, because I wanted to show you, because I forgot to show you when you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the tote, because I bought stuff, and he's like, "You want the tote for $5?" I'm like, "Yeah, I need."
That's cool. Yeah,
I need to like, you know. So okay, so this is the tote. So first of all, we were front row. Obviously, this was a 500 person place. I was literally the first person in line. Let me take a drink. So of course, we got the set list, baby.
Nice.
There was two, and me and the dude were like, okay, I'm gonna get this one, you get this one, because that was obvious. We were like the two guys in front of the set list. Then I got they were selling this, so I missed out on this on the website, but I was thinking this was the same one on the web, but it's not. So they have this like kind of wooden lanyard where they all have the signatures, and on the one on the website, it sold out, had the whole tour on the back, and I was thinking that was it. This is why I bought it, because it was like $10. And then I was like, oh shit, this is the one you could still get on the website. Then I got a signed photo. So this is Sweet. This is Brad Roberts. This is the guy who sings the and his brother, the bassist, which is here. This is the drummer who had a crush on Beth, who wanted to give her an extra hug. And this is Ellen. And then this is like their new guitarist. And the only guy that's not, he's not from the original lineup. And then this chat window's fucking pissing me off.
I'm shocked that they kept most of the band together.
Dude, the only guy that's not there is this harmonica guy that was in the original lineup that would play like 6 harmonicas. He would literally have 3 on each end. He'd be like, but he was incredible. He was ridiculous. So they were all coming around the corner when we were coming out, because, you know, like I said, we were there early, so nobody was at the door. So we just walked upstairs, and everybody's just kind of running around doing. Cartoon Therapy is in here. Holy fuck.
Oh, look, it's your
bro.
BFF. I was about to say it's your BFF, Cartoon Therapy. Because on his show today, I told him how many times I had to hear a fucking story about how he changed your life.
Vince.
It's like your ska music to Rainbow Beard, Vince. You're the ska music of Rainbow Beard's life. Changed his life.
Vince, I do have. God, this fucking camera. Why aren't you?
Nobody cares about your camera.
But
What are you trying to focus on?
Me.
It is focused on you.
No, it's not. It's blurry. It's blurry as fuck. Okay, anyway, camera's not.
Says a guy
blurry.
who's drinking Hennessy or whatever the fuck you're drinking.
Bro, it's fucking high-end tequila. Fuck off. Vince, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm honored that you stopped by. I do want to say, Rainbow Beard is my new father. He's replaced Chris. Well, not financially.
Let me ask you this, Vince. Let me ask you this. Rainbow Beard do this for you, being your dad, huh? Rainbow Beard do this? Yeah, there's a sub.
Thank you so much for that. Chris doesn't know about high-end tequila. He only drinks hot chocolate. Dude, that was one of the craziest things that I learned about Chris this weekend. Chris came over to the house on Friday. Friday night.
Nightbot deleted a Cartoon Therapy message.
Oh shit. Nightbot. Oh, you know what? You know why, Matt guy? You know why? It's because it thinks that you spam that. I thought I had fixed that. Oh wait, I'm gonna click the show. Hold on.
Oh, that made me feel so good,
bro. That didn't. So I apologize for that. That shouldn't have happened. I'll fix that.
He fucked you. He fucked you, Cartoon Therapy.
Do you see how blurry this fucking camera is? This is pissing me off. Camera.
So yes.
Fuck
I
off.
came over, saw your bar because you're very proud of your bar because it's your new hobby.
But I thought, for some reason, because there's been a lot of stories where Chris will take guys from SoCal and Chris, I got a brick for the side of your head, buddy. That'll make you feel real good.
Make you feel real good.
So, there's all these stories, and Chris is always in there, but I'm drunk, so I'm not paying attention to what Chris is actually doing. So, and also the fucker like disappears. Like you're talking to him, and you're like, "Hey, blah 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 blah," and then poof, the motherfucker disappears. He's like fucking Karagon. He just like 30 seconds and he's gone. Anyway. What was the story I was going to say?
I buy the drinks and I'm cool.
Yeah, but so that's what and people are saying every time they go out, they're like, wow, we had these drinks, blah, blah, blah. So I just assumed that Chris drank. Come to find out, this motherfucker doesn't even drink coffee. He had a fucking episode with a caffeine pill, like he thought he was tripping balls, like he dropped acid or some shit. I did not know that, which also doesn't say good things for Chris, because that means that all the craziness and fucking douchebaggery that Chris is stone cold sober. So, you know.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Chris and I had dinner, and halfway through the conversation,
temple, baby.
He literally gets up and leaves. Yeah, it disappears. I believe it because, I've experienced it. You know what? So my camera is on
you know what I love? This is going to kill you for the rest of the show.
Dude, no. Here, I'm going to fix it. Check this out. Watch.
You have ADHD.
I know. I know.
Okay.
I know.
You're telling me, because Cartoon Therapy is here flipping his yap. You're telling me that if I come to you, okay, and we're sitting down, and I have a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate, you're not going to have the hot chocolate?
I love hot chocolate.
Coffee?
No, I love hot chocolate.
Come on.
I don't drink coffee after like 1 o'clock because then I'll not get to bed because I'm an old dude. So yeah. But okay, so so Vince, after you had that fucking let me start from the beginning, because you, dude, and I so wish I fucking knew how cool your show is when I met you at TwitchCon, because I know that we met real briefly, but like it was like, you know how like you meet somebody when there's like fucking 7 people around and you're like, oh hey, nice to meet you, and like I had
he's a loser. Move on.
No, dude.
He looks like Ellen.
No, he's a smaller guy than me. I just knew
everybody's a smaller guy than you.
I knew up and not. I don't know why I even said that. That has nothing to do with anything. I don't know why this fucking camera is doing it. This is really irritating.
Penis, maybe penis.
So when I saw your one stream where the entire thing was a prequel for the fucking space frog guy, which I you know, would have been even more bonus epic-y, right? If I knew the full story about how much Chris fucking hammered that fucker, and then you put it at 5,000 bits, and the fucking ding dong still hammers that shit, which, you know, good for you. I mean, you know, he's going to spend 5,000 bits to play that thing, but, you know, it takes over the whole screen. It's a whole thing. But when I saw that you had that whole episode as a prequel for that thing, that to me was the most pure magic fucking Twitch thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, that's how you fucking do Twitch. That is how you harness the fucking power of Twitch. And it was honestly so inspiring because
with a space frog?
No, with the fact that he had an entire fucking prequel with a whole other character and a whole thing with, but it was still positive because he still brought people into Discord and he still was telling their stories about what's cool, what shit like gets you going, and like, you know, what your collections and all that stuff. And it was, so he just fucking masterfully wove that shit in, and then to have it be the ending with the space frog thing, and to know that it was all a prequel, fucking genius, dude. Like, I can't even describe to you how I was so giddy in that moment, to where the next 2 streams after that, I literally took people to your page and I was like, you have to see this. I'm going to explain it, but I have to show you firsthand. And then I also have to show you how Ginger hops in the stream, and I'm like, Ginger, I even fucking texted this guy and I said, Chris Mack, get in here right now. I've just seen the best thing I've ever seen in my life. He's going to replay it. And then Ginger comes in and I'm like, so excited that she's going to see the epicness that is this fucking last scene. And then this fucker puts an alert that covers the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
If Chris Mack was in the room at that time, I would have fucking thumped him in the ball sack because I was so angry. So I had to.
I know you were.
So I had to.
So
I was legitimately fucking pissed off, dude. I was so mad because it was like, you know, it was like, that's how you fucking do Twitch. You fucking bring people to your own world that is literally like everything on Vince's stream is like his own fucking thing. They're his own characters. They're his voices mostly. I don't know, dude. It was just the coolest fucking thing. Vince, look at this. You're going to laugh. Oh, I don't want to spill my tequila. Look what I bought, dude.
Oh, yeah. Because of Vince.
Because of that episode.
Tablet.
It was a $900 tablet. I got on sale for $700.
That's right.
It's a XP Pin 19 Generation 2. It's got a little fucking remote. It comes with 2 pins. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fucking learn how to use Adobe Animate, because when I was a kid, I drew shit all the time, and I got discouraged with art because when I got into school, kids in art were so much better than me. Oh shit! Look at this. We got fucking Foxy KT in here. Holy shit! Look at this. Oh, I'm excited now. Foxy, welcome in. You know what? I forgot to even do my whole like I'm not even. I moved my fucking thing over here to make room for this behemoth.
Yes, he's gonna learn how to animate.
I am because
yet again, just like Dex Effects, and just like everyone else, and just like me and Vince talked about in the beginning, if you make a world and a bunch of characters that are so compelling that people love them so much, they will join you.
Yes. And so now that's not to just say that. So art has been a thing on my mind for several years. Like there's several YouTubers that I watch. Like one of my favorite is Tin Hun, and he uses Procreate on an Apple Pad. But just watching him go, and I've always regretted not developing my art skills. When I got into junior high, and I saw, because like I started drawing shit at like 6 years old, and I would, but my thing is like I can look at something and almost make a carbon copy of it, but not from I don't have like the skills to make it from my mind kind of thing. So yeah, I haven't tried Procreate yet, but I think it's supposed to be user friendly. It is, but you also have to have a fucking iPad, and it's like, you know, the new iPads are like 2 Gs. So I was like, how can
This is why earlier today, as Vince will know, because I was thinking about you, and because people haven't done it really a lot lately. He hasn't refilmed things to say, hey, this is the. So I want Vince to do a stream where he tells you what tools he uses, how he does it, lay it all out, what pen I use, what tablet I use, and I think that a lot of the community will go out and get stuff.
Yeah, well, so and you know, I'm an ADHD guy. I fucking blind, and when I get into something, I go 2 feet in. Like it is balls to the wall. I don't care. I want the best tools of everything. So and I didn't just go out and buy this. I had bought my daughter. Foxy said Procreate is extremely intuitive and user friendly. It does look very friendly. I think it looks cool as shit. Also, the Apple Pen I think is probably really cool. Animating on it is a little harder, but it's a great place to start. So, and I think only probably because of the size of that, you know, unless you get like the new ones that are 13. So this thing is a 19. My daughter, for a couple of years ago for Christmas, we got her an XP pen, just like the little pads that you draw, but you have to look at the screen. That thing, I tried it for the first couple streams and I was like, this is fucking garbage. I cannot coordinate anything. I can't draw for shit. Every time if I put it over here on the pad, it would be over there on the screen. Like you couldn't adjust any. I was like, okay, this is not going to fucking work. So I went and got this. You just draw right on the screen. It's a 4K monitor, which is now like an extra monitor. I have to like pull Adobe Animate down to it. But just drawing on it is so nice. It is so fucking intuitive, and it's nice. Anyway, it's going to be a journey. I want to do it. I've always, you know, since I created the Rainbow Beard thing, I've always wanted to like make the Rainbow Beard a character and like do stuff with it. So I'm going to just start with that. I also found like this, my spirit animal. I looked at so we have like bird feeders out on the balcony, and we watch birds.
Okay, hold on, because you're gonna have to take a moment here, because this is where Vince is gonna chime in that he watches birds all the time and he's a bird guy.
I assume he is, because he had a fucking bird thing where he drew 100 birds. He was on for like fucking 14 hours or some shit. I didn't catch all of it, but I caught a big yes, dude. I love birds.
You asked me to be on this thing, and we're gonna chit chat, and now look at this shit. I have to hear about birders. You fucking birds.
So I'm not. So yeah. The only thing I wanted to say about birds is we're looking through birds, and I was telling my daughter, because like hummingbirds are one of our favorite. I used to take pictures of hummingbirds at like 8,000 frames per second, or I would freeze them. Like, you know, they look like big fucking bumblebees, but then you get perfectly frozen, because I used to have some high-end camera gear shit. Anyway, we're talking about birds, and we used to live in Costa Rica for a while, and one of the tours that we took at one time, they had all these bird feeders, and Costa Rica has like 40 different hummingbirds, and we went to the feeders, and there was like 15 different species of hummingbirds. It was one of the coolest moments ever. They were so colorful, so all these different ones. Yes, dude. I literally made plaques out of my hummingbird pictures as like sets that I thought I was gonna like. Surely people will want to fucking buy these, and then fucking Temu and those fucking shit sites come, and then they sell that shit for like $2, and it's like, well, fuck. Okay, well, that you can't sell that for anything that would actually make any kind of money. But yes, 10 years ago, I was all set. I was outside at bird feeders with my shit for hours. Hours. No, I would set up like
just down your street. You go to somebody's house and be like, "Hey, do you got a bird feeder?" And
no,
like, who the fuck are you?
I would get a hummingbird feeder, and then I would put like an orchid behind it so that it had like a really cool background, and then it would come into the bird feeder, and then I have it positioned so that when it goes and it comes up like this, I would get it so that you don't have to have the bird feeder in it, but then it would have like if the eye in the background was like the flower in the background, it looked cool. It was cool. It looked good. Anyway, the whole reason I started the story. This is see how it takes. It's really hard to stay on one thing, because something will pop into mind and be like squirrel. So we're looking at hummingbirds. One of the hummingbirds in Costa Rica is a rainbow bearded thornbill, and it's literally a black hummingbird with a fucking rainbow beard. And I was like, I found my spirit animal. I have found my spirit animal. And if you look, it's going to be too much work to fucking bring it into this. Just look up fucking rainbow bearded thornbill, and it has a fucking rainbow beard. I don't know what to tell you. It's so cool. It is one of the coolest things. So I was like, that's going to be a character for sure. Rainbow bearded thornbill. That's my spirit animal. I want to get a rainbow bearded thornbill shirt. See my shirt? Chris motherfucking MAK.
Yeah, that's gonna be your.
Yes, dude. Let's do, man. Oh, Vince, I don't know if you saw. I put this was just an idea. Why did my fucking music stop? Hold on. What's going on? I know I didn't.
Have music.
I've had music going this whole time, dude. I don't know why. It was playing Krang Bin and then it just stopped. That was weird. Okay.
Because I heard your bird story and
it did. Tired. It was like it really wanted to listen to my bird story. It was like no, it was fucking interested. It was like, stop the presses. I want to learn about the rainbow bearded thornbill. That's what it wanted to do. So on your site, I put because I was like, well, maybe like a intro. So I was like, ladies and gentlemen. So I did this whole like, ladies and gentlemen, Vince from Cartoon Therapy. I did this whole thing. It was kind of like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Cartoon Therapy. But I took time and I tried to do it right. So anyway, check it out. And yes, it's in your Discord, like where we put all the fucking shit. I put it in there. I also put an ogre voice that I was like, I want to animate that ogre so bad. Obviously. Oh, you know what? While you're in here too, I wanted to ask you about, do you use Adobe Animate? Because I haven't seen you use the mesh feature where you just fucking put the dude on and it meshes the whole thing. And then you just create keyframes where you just move the arms by itself and it like will do the whole thing for you. Just give it like soft bones or flexi bones. And I was like, I don't know if I've seen Vince do that, but it's like, it speeds it up by like 10 times or some shit. So I was just curious if you use that, because to start out, just to learn the animation, I went into Adobe AI because they have that text-based AI. And I was like, I made a bunch of Rainbow Beard characters just so that I could have reference to like create my own thing. But to start, I'm just going to animate those. But you just click on them and it meshes them. And then you haven't messed with that? Holy fuck, dude. You have to check it out. Just the demo alone is
Vince even use Vince? You don't use Animate though, do you?
He uses cartoon character creator, but Adobe Animate, and I don't know if it's a new thing. I don't know if it's on the newest. But this feature, Vince, like, okay, remember how you made the character the voice that I did? All you have to do is make that character. You put the mesh on it, and you know how you're doing the frame by frame with the hands and shit? You literally just go, it puts this frame on it, and then you just, because you're doing it like the old school way where it's like frame by frame by frame by frame. You put the mesh, and then you can move the frames, and it moves the shit, and then you can put keyframes, and then you I forget it's like summarize the frames. So like you could have it come from off camera to on camera, and you put the two keyframes like this, and it'll summarize, and it'll bring it on with you and do all the animation.
Vince only does it the hard way.
Hand drawn, the old school, yes. But I'm saying you should at least, maybe not even on stream, just check out the mesh thing. Like when you go into Animate, they have a demo that you can do with a jellyfish, and it has you come on screen, and then it has you take gives bones to all the little tendrils, and then you lock them down, and then you squish it, so it does all the squishing animation for you, and then you pull it up, and then you de-tag it so that it does the animate. It's
the old squish lizard.
I'd like to have Chris go from on camera to off camera. Yeah, we could shoot Chris off the screen in like 5 minutes, like no big deal. Like I
love it.
It's awesome.
I love. You know what would be hilarious though? If Vince right here announced that he actually didn't do any of the animation himself. It's all farmed out to some little Filipino kid, and he's like, I didn't make any of this.
He's just like going through the motions of like, hey, look at this, but it's just because it's all off camera, so like somebody's actually doing the stuff, so he's just sitting there just like he's just kind of sort of moving his arms.
He's just doing this.
That would be that'd be an interesting story. I have confidence in Vince though. What's funny about Vince is I did all that talking, but like I brought my wife in. I was like, you have to see this. It's so cool. And my wife is like, I could not watch this channel. I would go insane. I was like, yeah, it's not for everybody. It's a little chaotic. But I was like, well, that's what I like about it, is the chaos in it, because it's crazy.
Well,
yeah, unfortunately, it's all Korean studios on my show. Yeah, well, you got it right, Chris.
Does it? Vince Co in Korea. So in North Korea.
Vince Co.
It's a North Korean studio.
I don't know if they'd have a studio in North Korea. You'd have to have all the dear leader stuff in there.
Everything. There's subliminal dear leader.
Yeah, it would be like until that bows down to dear leader, and you have to have the background with the picture in the background on the office scene that he's got in the background. That was another thing Chris taught me with his Chaotic Nightmares. Not everybody has to like it. That is true. Build it and they will come.
Well, that's the thing, right?
I came to your stream.
Yeah,
I might have came a little bit.
But like, that was the ending of the frog. When the frog goes and explodes into space, he yells out to Kim Jong-un. So you're lucky that Ginger didn't see the end.
Well, she saw the replay, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that was genius, dude, and I appreciate that. And you know what was cool is that how you like broke it down and just like, okay, I'm gonna have a stream that's not just fucking Chris Mack spamming the shit out of everything and making me go crazy. I'm gonna show you how to draw this, and I thought that was fucking cool as shit. So props on that. I like that. I think you should keep doing that for sure. It was entertaining to me.
As a friendly troll, that is my job.
Yeah.
Right? My job is to
come in, stir the pot,
and then chill.
Yeah.
So that you get more viewers, more people talking about the chaos.
Yeah.
You get more people coming in, and then
it also inspires other people, I think. You know what I mean? It inspires other people to get in on the fun, because it is fun. When it's done right, it's fun.
And one of the things that I like about people and it's something that me and you were talking about, and I think you should think about it more, right?
Yeah.
Is Cartoon Therapy and Foxy Katie and Sybil and just a bunch of people we know have done it right. Poop Witch is like light years, right? The idea of the one thing I hate about streamers is that most streamers come in wanting to be streamers.
Yeah.
And I think that hinders them because you don't build a community and a story that way. So it can last, but after a while it gets really boring. And I like that Cartoon Therapy has a whole world. Sybil has a whole world.
Right.
Poop Witch has a whole world. And it's the same thing that I hope happens with Rainbow Beard, right? There's going to be a time where Rainbow Beard was known for the Paramore and the tour and all that.
Yeah.
But now this version is known for being Rainbow Beard standing as its own entity. And people are like, oh, the Beard cast, the Beard, whatever it is.
Yeah. No, I would
there's so many streamers I get bored of now because they're doing the same shit.
Yeah. Well, that's that, and I think that's what makes Vince's thing so interesting is because nobody. Not like he's the only one, but the first one that I found that has his own world that he created himself, and everything in there is his own little, like fucking ketchup packets and the fucking Mr. Buttersworth. Like Jesus Christ, it's so fucking nutty, but it's like. I think you gotta also have that little bit of crazy. Like I don't, maybe someday, but just the thought of coming up with fucking Mrs. Buttersworth and beep bop, and the fact that it's meant to be irritating is what fucking trips me out. It's just so funny, and I don't know if I could ever think of that kind of shit. It's just funny. Obviously Vince has been doing it for a long time. He's very talented, and it takes years to develop that kind of talent. So that's one of the tough things about a newer streamer like me, where I have all these ideas, but I have no fucking idea how to execute them. I'm just a dude that does tech during the day, and I like to play video games, but then also that's boring. Everybody else does that, and not everybody's going to be a fucking top tier gamer. My wheelhouse is in person. You know what I mean? My wheelhouse is being in person and being able to meet people in person and I don't know, it's just easy for me. It's a thing that happens. The whole Parahoy thing, I challenge anybody. Of course, it happened organically, so it wasn't like it was a thing that was supposed to happen. But I don't think there are very many people that could have pulled off what pulled off on that boat. That's just because it's just me innately, and I don't know how that translates to people. But I don't know how to translate that to a stream. So that was like one of the things that me and Chris were talking about when he was out here. Is like, fuck, what do I do here? And I like, like this is fun. Like, I think talking to people and having input through chat is one of my wheelhouses. I would love to have like a podcast type.
Sounds like you need to hire some Koreans.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine? Like next week you have tip top animation and like Vince, I learned my path.
I'm like, bro,
every character you have is Korean.
I farmed that shit out 24 hours a day. Them kids have been working in that sweatshop, farming me out some cartoons.
Just knocking off Vince's characters, but in a Korean accent, like, I am Mr. Butterworth. Like,
Mr. Butterworth.
What the fuck is this?
Be like, huh? Yeah, and that's a...
However, it is something that I think about a lot because I live in that world.
Yeah.
And I love the world of fakery, as does Vince, by the way. Vince is a big fake guy, right? Like, he likes Disney World and the fakery of it. And
yeah.
And it's one of the things that you notice when you go to one of those parks. The first day, even people who hate that kind of stuff hate it for the first day, but slowly they get into it and then they love it.
Yeah. Well, the more immersed into that world that you get, or you let yourself to get into, or your guard down of just like, oh, that's bullshit, that's a puppet, or blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the more you kind of buy into the world, just like movies, you know what I mean? If you're a cynical fuck that like watches a movie, which I can be sometimes, like I do for horror movies, I'm like, ooh, that was cool how he chopped his head off. I wonder how many like people it took to do that and like where the fake blood came from. And sometimes I'll break it down like that. But if you just allow yourself to get into the world, then you become part of the world and it becomes more real, obviously as long as the story's there. But
the flip side of that is a guy like Cartoon Therapy and Sybil actually take it to the next level, extreme, right? Sybil becomes a character, Cartoon Therapy makes the character. Yeah. Sybil has her whole room is just a fucking green room. There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
But one of my good friends, the Man Who Questions, on Twitch, hasn't been on for a while because he's been busy.
That's his username, the Man Who Questions. Yep. Oh, cool.
And he's a therapist slash he does tarot. He does all the spooky weird shit. It's fun. But during COVID, he was looking for something to do, and so he came to me and I got him set up. But the whole idea was he didn't have the technical skill per se to do animation and such. So I told him that
a terrorist.
A terrorist.
A terrorist is a terrorist.
But I told him, and it's much like you, I think there is a place, and it's only because I love old radio shows.
Yeah.
There's a place to have audio done in a way that, like, all of his alerts at the time were his butler, if you will. And when you'd go into the show, it would be, you'd hear, before the show started, there would be a picture of a house, and you'd hear wind, and you'd hear rain, and you hear footsteps going up to the door, opening it up, and then welcome to the Man Who Questions show.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I think there's a place for audio because people live in their mind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's why all the early radio shows were like, wasn't the original Attack of the Worlds was just, it was a fake fucking show that War of the Worlds, where they just did all the fakery and the news reports, and then people would come in and do their and they'd have all the ding 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 and the footsteps and it's an art, man. It's a learned art. It's a
and you know what's crazy? Everybody talks about the War of the Worlds now and how fucking stupid it would be. I guarantee you, if they put it on to Sirius Radio at this time politically, people would be bought in.
Probably, dude.
There's a lot of dopes out there.
Yeah, well, clearly. I think it would work. It would. I mean, you could do all kinds of things that would get bought hook, line, and sinker, I think.
But I think that could be the start of the next world building these days is more accessible. Yeah, it is more accessible and limitless.
Yeah.
And I think
There's so many tools.
Right there. That's what I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
Me and you were talking about, like, man, if we were in our fucking teens with what they have now, and a parent or a job that could allow me to buy a tablet for $200, which is relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I would have crushed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I would have went nuts.
I guess that's the whole, hindsight is 2020. Unfortunately I live in that world too much of like, oh, what coulda, shoulda, what I shoulda did. It's easier to, at least for me, it's easy to get into that mindset, but that's, there's so many tools at our disposal that are so easy. Just like even Twitch and what's going on now with the streaming thing. Like, I wish that was I wish it was even 2 years ago, back in 2014 when the whole Rainbow Beard thing happened, because, we were on Facebook. We had like a Facebook group with like 2,000 people just back and forth. And it was like, oh, I wish I could foster this somehow. And I was trying to keep up with them as much as possible. And it's just like text and stuff, but to just get on camera. And I think back then it was like Xbox cameras and shit. And, to me,
see, but as Vince has said right now, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
But I think there comes a point, like I was on a thing called Blog TV in 2007 and 8, which was basically Twitch.
Yeah.
But like, shoulda, coulda, woulda, I guess. But if that happened, would it be the same now? Would you be where you are now? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Just like that story I was telling you about, that fucking black hole that we've climbed out of since Costa Rica, that all led to, the job I have now. And it's the best job that I've had, the best company that I've had. So, that wouldn't be a thing. Everything does happen for a reason. And I think that as long as you are not doing something crazy, life will guide you to where you need to go. My problem is just, I have so many ideas and just not knowing how to start them or execute them. I think that's where my frustration comes in personally. Because I feel like I have great potential over here and I have the idea, but how to get on the path to get over there is the hard part for me.
Okay. So a couple things. First off, but that's a great lesson of Twitch.
Thanks for following.
I agree. Cinnabon made a good comment. Other than cartoon therapy saying I was on the real world, I wish I was on the real world. But all depends where you're at in life when these things come along, and that's something that's interesting to me, because I really do wonder if things actually came along during when I wish they would have come along, but I didn't have the funding to do it. That is interesting to me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because of Stephanie and because I also have some ADHD and some other stuff.
Yeah.
The idea that I have this idea or I have this, whatever it is, and then to translate it into doing this other thing. Why can't sometimes, and it's what I'm known for now, it's what people pay me for now, is to be the idea guy, right?
Yeah.
That I don't need to create, although I want to. I really want to. Sometimes I just got to give you the idea. For instance, Poop Witch, right? Pushing her to go full time.
Yeah.
Really supporting people like Cartoon Therapy, or really supporting Sybil, because I would love to do that nonstop. As Vince knows, one of my ideas is for mental health. Erica Legacy this year is going to build a VR space where you can sit in a VR space, get mental health support with others. I would love to see, could you imagine if I could put the Cartoon Therapy office
in a virtual, that would be, and that actually might be a little overwhelming, to be honest.
But
I mean,
toned down,
way toned down. But yes, I think that'd be cool as fuck, dude.
You wouldn't have alerts in it, right?
Yeah.
But you could
wouldn't
go
have
to the office.
Mitchell's Butchers with people.
Right?
Somebody's like, oh my God, I'm going to freak out.
But it'd be so fun.
It would be fun. I mean,
And
even
to do
just
peer-to-peer support would be amazing.
even just the flowing piss, the ketchup packets. You're getting into a real deep story. That's all. Ketchup packets, the fucking ketchup packets coming through. They're like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Yeah, no, I think even just if you think of just VR, because even telehealth has come a long way, right? That's a cool thing. My daughter uses it. She found a therapist that fuck, the amount of just ordering in, we order Costco, we order fucking the grocery store, just because the pain in the ass, and even if it's down the street, it's still a pain in the ass to get in your car, go deal with people, deal with the line, deal with the cashier. And maybe that's just us being spoiled but I think once you get used to it, then you're like, oh God, I gotta go to the fucking store. So there's so much stuff that we order in. Going to a therapist, and I have been to a therapist in person, and it's half the time it's 25 miles away. You got to deal with traffic. It's an hour to get there. It's a pain in the ass. So even how far telehealth has come, I think that's such a great thing. People being able to have a connection with somebody now that streaming is a thing, even just video, the streaming of the video, so that you can see somebody on screen really, really well, just like what we're doing right now. If you were my therapist and we were talking, maybe a little bit.
Oh, last weekend I was listening to how much you love Vince, hashing out the relationship. But I agree. I agree. And like Vince said, VR is it feels like a weighted blanket at times because it is so comfortable. If anybody's ever been in a VR headset and just sat there, one of the things that me and Vince have to do right away is play some mini golf on VR, because we did that once and we should do it again. But it's something that actually Vince and I have talked about, because I really want to bring Vince into Erica Legacy more.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a deprivation chamber. It is. It is. It feels like that. But one of the things we talked about is what makes a bad therapist and a good therapist, because they all go through the same training, the same schooling. They're structured. They're government structured. They have things that they're set, right? You have to have these things. And I believe, and this is why I would love it, I believe that there has been studies shown that the idea of ritual and experience really helps therapeutic outcomes. Could you imagine if you went to see Vince as a therapist, but you had to go to this office and it was kind of like a cartoon therapy, where it was highly engaging just in the room and it suited you. And then he helped you, right? There's so much there.
Yeah. I think VR, as even if it was we might be more or away from this for now, because there's not a lot of people that have a VR headset, but to have multiple people with the VR headset in a group setting where you can all be in the same room, but you guys are clear across the planet from each other. That seems kind of cool to me too. Of course, I don't know how much group therapy is a thing, one-on-one, but even at least two people having it, and you can set up an office and okay, what is your happy place? Oh, on a beach. Okay, we're sitting on lounge chairs on a beach, and you're talking, like the metaverse. So,
but you know what? And here's my pitch to mental health charities like myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, because you've been around, the concerts and you know events, right?
Yeah.
So I want every charity does it. They have their yearly gala and they do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So I get a bunch of sponsors who give me 10 to 50 grand to be a sponsor at my gala. Why don't you give me 10 or 15 grand and I'll use it to buy headsets to give to people to use my technology. That's how I will get headsets out to more people. They don't have to buy them themselves.
Yeah.
I will gift it using your sponsor money, and I won't have a gala. Instead, I will put it into technology, and then we can have a digital gala.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. When you were talking about the concerts. One of the, like, have you seen that new bar? I don't know if it's like in Pittsburgh or somewhere, where you go to the bar and the entire wall is the game. So like you feel like you are at the stadium. It's almost like an IMAX or something.
They just did it. They just did their first one, and Vince will love this. They just did their first one for the Royal Rumble for WWE. That was their first go of it, and then they did the Super Bowl, the next one.
Yeah.
But dude,
that looks dope as hell, dude. Like,
and it's funny because
so cool.
The whole setup, that whole building that they built, is already built in VR through Facebook and Meta. Meta built a room where you can watch concerts. So I can go watch a pre-taped concert. And it's been around for years. They just built it in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but going to the room that either has a huge IMAX where you feel like you're there, or just the people that would be able to experience it in the VR headset like you are there. You know, kind of like the Eye in Vegas. Here is the raid from Lima. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, welcome. Lima, how was your stream? It looked like it was fun. You were playing Fortnite, and if I wasn't doing this show tonight, I would have absolutely dropped in and got some dubs with you for sure. Did you guys ever get a dub? Tell me that. I want to know. Did you ever get the crown? Were you able to wear the crown? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Should we run? No, we're doing this. Let's just.
I noticed you're getting some timeouts here for like.
Yeah, you know what?
You gotta reset those.
I know. I'm sorry if you know why? Because it's thinking that it's spam. That's why. And Lima is a. I apologize. I think I had given a new bot mod, and so I had took all the timeouts out on something else. So like, just for right now, and I'm sorry. I totally apologize. So don't spam too crazy because it's gonna time you out, and I apologize. It's not meant to do that. I need to take it all off. I think I don't know. I'd set it up and want to take it off. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. This is I'm Rainbow Beard. I have a rainbow beard, as you can see. I've had it for 10 years. A lot of you know me from Lima stream. You've probably rated over here before. I don't know how many of you know Chris Mack, but this is the Chris Mack. Chris Mack was over in SoCal. He was visiting, doing some business in Cali, and he came over last weekend. So we're just kind of shooting the shit and talking about how badass our wives are, and cartoon therapy is in here. Vince, he's fucking goddamn genius.
I love that people are saying, Miss Lima Lee, you're a mod. Yeah, look at her.
Yeah. Well, so anybody
And
pretty
then
much
you
that
meet-
was my friend and you
And
know
then
what?
You meet her, and she's the coolest chick ever.
She's pretty cool. She's a good hang in Lima. Can you give yourself a shout out, and can you give Cartoon Therapy a shout out, please? Because you guys have to check out Cartoon Therapy. His fucking channel is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. That is absolutely how to do Twitch. It is his own world. Chris Mack likes to come in there and stir up the pot. I mean, Chris Mack does that in every stream. But
Chris Mack's gonna go get a quick drink and a clam bake, so I'll be right back.
And a clam bake. Okay. Well, you know what? So if Chris is going to do that, can I just implore you all to just stay around for a second before you leave? I want to play you a quick little documentary that I chopped up, and it kind of tells you the story of how I got the Rainbow Beard, why the Rainbow Beard is a thing. And I haven't been streaming very long enough to have enough clips. So I don't have like a bunch of cool, like, oh, look how cool of a streamer I am. I don't have those yet. So I only have this documentary. I chopped it up. Let me just show you. I promise it's interesting, especially if you know anything about the band Paramore. There is no Rainbow Beard without Paramore. If you can just do me one solid and just don't leave yet. I wanna play this for you so that I think it's pretty cool. I think you will like it. Where's my mouse? I have 4 monitors now, so let me just play this for you, and this will give you the story of the Rainbow Beard. My friend made this documentary from UCLA. Trolley raid. Trolley's in here too? What? Oh my god, everybody's getting deleted messages. I'm so sorry, you guys. Here, let me run this real quick. And I'm still here. So, but this is the story of why the Rainbow Beard is a thing. I will pour myself another tequila. Automod is. I need to turn off all the Automod.
We're going on
I do apologize. I'm sorry.
cruise, a rock cruise with
Raina
the
B,
Paramore
Queen.
and with the band Newfound Glory and Team and Sarah.
Bow to the Raina. Welcome in, welcome on. I know, dude. I'm so sorry.
What's up, Rainbow?
Let me see if I can work on Nightbot while you guys are. It's only Nightbot doing it, right?
We were a little worried about you when we
Yeah.
first got on the ship. First 2 hours, I think maybe a lot of us were thinking, is this guy going to be a total psycho? But it turns out you're a great guy, right? You've got a super hot wife, or by all accounts, you're an amazing dad. No psycho, just like a normal dude from San Diego with a gay flag on his face. No wonder you're such a hit here, man. On this boat, you kidding me? That's a 24-hour one-man pride parade. Or you're just really bad at eating snow cones. I don't know what.
Have you high-fived Rainbow Beard? Have not? Okay, let's
I'm
see
going to
here.
attempt to
Where's
take
Rainbow
out
Beard?
all this moderation. I'm sorry.
Go high-five Jordan.
Please forgive me.
How long is your beard going to remain rainbow when you go back into society? Like when you go home to San Francisco? How long is it going to last for? Forever?
This guy from Billboard.com was on the boat, and he wrote this article, 10 awesome things we saw at Paraguay. And number 5 is The Legend of Rainbow Beard.
Our next contestant, local celebrity. Yeah. What's your name? Where are you from? I'm the Rainbow Beard from San Diego. Yeah. Oh, Rainbow Beard. Unbelievable. 10 already. I have a feeling out there. How is it feeling? Perfect score for Rainbow Beard. Yeah, this is the one you've been waiting for. I'm pretty excited about it. That's it. Rainbow Beard. 10. Perfect score. Get it going. Rainbow Beard.
One of the coolest moments, this girl on the boat, her little son Ryler, she emailed me about a week after the boat and said, after the cruise, and said, hey, my little son Ryler has to see pictures of Rainbow Beard before he goes to sleep. And I was just like, that's the coolest thing ever. So I was like, that's awesome. I'm going to make him the video. So I made him the video, basically tucking him in at night, saying, hey, this is Rainbow Beard, blah, blah, blah. And then his mom sent me a video of him watching that video.
Hey Ryler, this is Rainbow Beard all the way from San Diego. Your mom and dad told me that you're one of my biggest fans, and I think that is so cool, because I think you're so cool, bud. I wanted to make this video especially for you, so I could tuck you in every single night. Rainbow Beard's tired too. I got my robe on, and I'm gonna head to bed. So, good night, Ryler. Have awesome, cool dreams, and I will see you tomorrow, buddy. All right? Rainbow Beard out.
This is my favorite part of it. Is his little reaction. I was gonna
So
try.
it's gonna be a really good weekend. I'm sure Rainbow Beard is here to see.
It's almost over.
Indeed.
That is Paramore, for anybody who doesn't know.
So it's gonna be a really good weekend. I'm sure Rainbow Beard is here to see everybody. Oh my God, directly behind me. Hi! You are here, indeed.
Anyway, so that's the thing that happened. So that's my cool thing that I have to show people, because that's the coolest thing I have right now. So anyway, welcome in everybody. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you watching that. Very cool, very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Lima's stream. Lima is a good are you a good friend? Can I call you a good friend? Lima is a friend. I would call you a good friend. A good Twitch friend. I don't know. We know each other in real life, so you know.
She's the best.
She's super cool. So welcome in. Yeah, Vince. So that's my one cool thing that happened, and that's like well, not like Twitch wasn't around, but that's the thing that I wish I could have fostered, through Twitch. And if Twitch would have been where it is right now, I could have kept in touch with some of those people. We were together on Facebook for like 2 or 3 extra years through the third cruise, and then just kind of lost touch with everybody, which makes me sad because those are all my homies. A lot of those people that I saw like every 2 years. So it was cool. She's a terrible friend. Yeah.
Friends, if you've been blocked or silenced, welcome back.
Yes. I try to turn all that stuff off. Hopefully we don't have any more of those. Somebody wants to try and spam something. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Because what people should do is once they raid somebody, they should hit the refresh, because then they are connected by numbers to the new streamer.
Yeah. Well,
I hope they change that this year. I hope that Twitch allows it.
They said that they were going to start counting raids, but then Aces, our friend Aces, he's had all these raids, but he's had the numbers. They're like, oh well, your numbers are from raids or something like that. So they said they're going to count it, but then they didn't. So if you want to, usually that was my thing. I was like, welcome in. Can you hit refresh first, please? I beg of you. So if you want to hear it refreshed, that's cool. If not, I probably should have asked you that when you first got here.
There's more to it than that goes into it than just viewership. I hear you, Foxy, and that's why TwitchCon 2025 I will be giving hand jobs to Dan Clancy whenever I see him, if he's around.
You've heard it here, folks. Hand jobs from the Chris Mack. Come get your hand jobs. The line is out the door. You're welcome.
The line would. Do you think the line would probably? Be out the door.
It all depends on how good you were. It'd be word of mouth, word of Chris mouth.
Actually, blowjobs word of mouth would have been even funnier. I should have done that.
You get a handy or a mouthy, depending on how.
And jobs.
If you can make Chris laugh.
That's pretty easy.
I actually, to this, I speed ran my affiliate 10 days before TwitchCon got in there, because I wanted to have a little microcosm of like, I just want to feel like in the smallest, tiniest way that I belong. And honestly, I think because of my experiences with the Parahoy thing that happened, when the Rainbow Beard thing happened, then I got into touring and I got on Warped Tour and I was like shooting all these shows and stuff. So to me, I'm kind of used to that. So when I got to TwitchCon, what a time to come in. Welcome, Luna. God, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't really been into Sorry streams. I've been kind of all over the place. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Also, Marie, I haven't seen you in a while. You're connected with. I feel like we've had this conversation. You are a trolley person. Why should
you make me a partner, please? And I got you first right. Nice.
But like, TwitchCon was so much fucking fun, because even though I didn't really belong to the group, I still felt like I belong to the group, and walking around was cool. And just me being me, I'm very noticeable. I mean, ask Chris. We were out, and there's at least 4 people that had come by and were like, "Oh, cool beard!" And ironically, I get more cool beards when it's faded as shit and I need to redo it than like when I fresh do it. I think people are like weirded out when it's fresh. They're like, "This guy just did it. What did he do it for? I don't understand." And then when it's faded, they feel like maybe it's been there a while, so that's cool. I don't know what it is. It's weird to me. When it looks the worst, people give me the most compliments. It's a weird thing, but I cannot wait until fucking TwitchCon this year. I'm so lucky that it is in my backyard. We had a hotel room booked literally the week after TwitchCon 2024. I was like, this driving back and forth bullshit and going after work is for the birds. Of course, I didn't know what to expect. This fucker even tried to convince me that I didn't even need a ticket for the thing. Just hang out outside, which was some of the worst advice I've ever gotten from this man. I bit the bullet and I bought the 3D pass, and that honestly made everything. Being able to go in there and see people and go up to the thing.
When you have a plan, I agree. If not, there's no need to get a ticket.
But even Lima, she only had the one day, and then she regretted it, I think. Of course, Lima
that's the thing, though. She has a plan, right? Like, she's Lima Lee. But for a lot of people, I think one day or less, they're like, okay, I'll just go hang out outside. But if you can get a ticket, it's sweet. I mean, you don't walk around or go in panels a lot. It's more about networking, hanging out with people, seeing who you are.
And I guess for me, just because I'm a spectacle to see, and I'll get, I'll just get people to stop just that have no idea who I am, just on the street. So for me, going in was awesome. People I think assumed that I was a streamer, and I was like, I literally just started last week. So, that was cool. I do think Thursday and Friday were my favorite days, because Thursday everybody's anticipating the next day. Everybody's hanging out. It's like the first night to hang out. That was one of the best nights. Friday, everybody's excited. There were so many people. By Saturday, it already starts to wane a little bit, and then by Sunday, half the people are already gone. So Sunday's maybe the day like where, okay, I didn't see this booth, I didn't check this out. You go and check that stuff out, and it's still more of just kind of like cleanup of like hanging out with people. And now I know what to expect, and now I'm so excited, and I feel so lucky that it's in San Diego, because people.
I'm so lucky that my wife has somebody to hang out with, because she's not going to want to go.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
She's gonna want to go to
our wives can literally
friends.
so like Beth is gonna stay in the hotel all day, do spa shit or whatever, and then she's not gonna come out until the TwitchCon is done for the day, and then we're all hanging out at whatever bar. So maybe, especially since they hit it off so well, her and Stephanie go do a spa thing or whatever. That's perfect. Then they don't have to deal with our jackass shit, and we walk around doing the stuff.
Now, let's play a little game.
Okay.
What is in my desk?
What is in your desk? Well, that can be a lot of things.
Look at that.
Magic fish. Top.
You ever see a magic fish?
Maybe. No, I don't think so.
One's in chat if you've seen a magic fortune telling fish. Look at that.
Oh, interesting. Is that okay? So it is floppy. It's
you're supposed to put it in your hand.
Okay.
And then the way it moves shows you like it's curling. What does curling mean? Okay.
So
curling.
Okay.
Size.
So it is reacting to the heat in your hand, is what it's doing.
Curls up entirely. I am passionate. Magic fish.
Wow. That is. Where did you get that? That is kind of cool.
I bought a
bunch
bunch of them because when people buy stuff on ericalegacy.com, in their packages I put magic fish just because it's fun.
That is fun.
I also put in Zoltar fortune telling cards.
Zoltar from Big.
From
Big. I love that movie.
What does it do if you're horny? If it's me, it goes to sleep, and that's about it.
See, like my fucking music just stopped again. What the fuck is going on with this thing? Spotify, calm yourself. Let's see. Did we miss any chat here?
Friends, what do you want to know?
I feel like
anybody have any questions for the illustrious Rainbow Beard?
Or
he'll answer anything. He'll change your life. What do you want to know?
Or Chris motherfucking Mac.
Chris motherfucking Mac.
Chris
See that I put during the raid? I put a thing in to promote my own store.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
Look at that right again.
I did see that.
Promote my own shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I think my store link is up on all the social things. Maybe.
Ruthless.
Oh, it's Linktree. I saw that, but Luna, that'd be cool if you could come to TwitchCon. I hope that Raina can come to TwitchCon this year. I don't know if that's in the cards for her and Mikey. Can Chris grow a beard? Can Chris grow a beard? I did see a picture. He can. I think he likes the baby butterface better for some reason. Somebody likes it. I did see a goatee on this man. I don't know if he's ever had a full manly beard. Because he's hairy all over the place. He has fucking arms. He could like comb that shit.
You know why I wouldn't do a beard now?
Why?
Because there's too many fucking hipsters doing beards.
Am I a hipster?
You are older than me.
Yeah, can you? Who would have thought? Who here thinks that Chris looks older than me? Because I thought Chris was a couple years older than me, and it turns out I am older than Chris. Tell me that isn't crazy.
I am a Robin Williams
Because-
of arm hair. I agree.
Because I get all the time at work that I am 10 years younger than I actually am. Consistently. But that's mostly because the beard is, covering up all my gray. Obviously, Chris has a fucking lustrous, non-bald head of hair.
You know what I should do
Fucking
for
cocksucker.
TwitchCon? I should color it all dark.
But then nobody would know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Who the fuck is this?"
It'd be more better to do it like teal or some kind of shit. Actually, don't do that. Go grow a goatee. Do a teal goatee, maybe. Because the hair is your signature, I think. That has become your signature.
People love it. People love it.
And it is cool. This fucking camera is pissing me off. What in the frick?
But I'll tell you, the beard. Back to the beards.
Yes.
You're not hipster, but I'll tell you. So me and my lovely wife went to see you and your lovely wife. There is so many beard oil shops in SoCal. Jesus.
Do you know how many samples I got when the Rainbow Beard thing was fresh? I must have got a sample a week for weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks. I had so many different beard samples, and I can't say I liked any of them. I like to just put lotion in my beard if it's starting to get frizzy or wiry or whatever. I just use that. Rainbow Beard with the rainbow head. Yeah, we can.
Ageless entities. Vince knows what he's doing. Vince wants some bits later on. Vince wants some bits at the next show.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question to the whole chat.
Yes.
So, if you have been to TwitchCon, if you have not been to TwitchCon, I don't care. Chat, if you were going to like a TwitchCon, what piece of merch do you like getting from your streamers? Stickers, shirts, hats, what else? Keychains. What's your favorite type of merch?
From
Stickers are most common. I agree.
several people, I was voted best sticker at TwitchCon because it was pretty fly, and it was bigger than most and thicker than most. Hey, can't say that very much, huh? Hey, bigger and thicker. Yeah, I got a lot of compliments. I was very happy how these came out.
I don't want Vince to make me a sticker. I might do a sticker. I might do another sticker, new sticker for this year.
Yeah, I think every year you should do a different sticker. This year, I'm gonna bring. So okay, let me ask you this. So this is a 2x2 versus a 3x3. What size sticker would you rather get for free if some dude with a rainbow beard just came up and gave you a sticker? Because I want to do these because I think they pop better. These are the new samples I got, but I don't.
I'll tell you why. Because I can put it on a laptop.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take up all the space.
Yeah, I do think these are a little, and plus it's way cheaper for those 2x2s. Honestly, I like to.
And also have the bigger ones because people want bigger ones. I do both.
Maybe I have to do both, but then I can buy less.
Maybe you do both instead of buying one bottle of booze, you buy some merch for your own brand.
Well, I can buy booze and stickers. I mean,
Well, good for you. Good to see you have a nice wife. Some of us don't have those people.
Oh, you know what I forgot? I didn't even show you my last piece of merch from that thing. I forgot to show you the crown jewel, dude. Look, this is
Friends. He went to see 90s rock band Crash Test Dummies.
I went to see these guys,
the album of all albums,
in LA, and this was absolutely the best album they ever did.
Yes,
and it was the 30th anniversary of this album, and I saw them in 1994 at Red Rocks Amphitheater. I think it was $20.
I might go and get one. They're playing in Vancouver right away. I might.
Oh fuck, dude! You should definitely. I was first in line. We got front row. I literally ran into the band coming around the corner, going into the venue. I shook the singer's hand, Brad Roberts. I said, "Hey, this is the part of the show where Rainbow Beard makes up fictional bands." So, fuck you, Vince. This is a real band, my guy. Look,
go ahead and do tell them their big song was when Superman died, and they did "Once There Was a
girl who got into an accident and couldn't come to school, but when they finally came back, this hair had turned from black into bright white." And
like
then
mine.
And then the song is so it's called Hey, look it up on YouTube. There's like 48 million views. It was a fucking quirky ass song, but it's badass. And honestly, that's one of the most musical, still to this day, I've seen 100 concerts at least. I've seen incredible bands. I've seen Metallica. I've seen, God, everybody. Still, to this day, one of the best musical bands I've ever seen live. And at Red Rocks Amphitheater, which if you've never been to Red Rocks, you should look up like the famous video of U2, Sunday, Bloody Sunday, at Red Rocks. It is a magical fucking place. To me, it is the coolest place to ever go see a show. If you ever have the opportunity, go see it. If you've not gone to see it, go see your fucking favorite band at Red Rocks. You will not be disappointed. It is
Except
absolute
this year,
magic.
The lineup sucks.
Well, that could be. And I haven't been there for a very long time. When I first met Beth, we literally went to a concert. We went to Creed, and Candlebox opened up for him, and this band Drain STH, which we had just seen. They were a Swedish.
Oh my God, I love them.
Drain STH.
Oh my God.
You know Drain STH?
I am so mad they split. Dude, I have a ton of stuff signed by them. I'm so mad.
No shit. So do I. I met them down in Colorado Springs, and then I was like, who the fuck is this band? So then I bought their shit, and then we went and saw them at Red Rocks, and I saw them coming up the stairs and met them briefly. It was all 4 rock chicks, and
from Stockholm.
They couldn't have the name Drain. Because another band already had it, so they did Drain STH, which was for Stockholm. They were so badass, and I think the lead singer was like some fucking old classic rock's girlfriend. I forget who it was. Damn it, I used to know. Even my first name on eBay back in like '92, when I first had my first name, was Clotera.
Yeah.
Which is one of their songs on their album, and they came out with 2 albums, and then they fucking split up, and they fucking were
who she's married
sick.
To?
Who?
Tommy Iommi.
Tommy Iommi. That was Tommy Iommi's girlfriend at the time. Now they're married. That's the singer, right? And her sister was the drummer, and she was by far the hottest one. She was cute. But they fucking rocked, and there was only one guitarist, and she was kick-ass, and they were all kick-ass, and the bassist was badass. She had black hair. That band was sick. I fucking listened to them every day. I used to work at Rocky Flats, which is a nuclear cleanup site in Colorado when I still lived out there, and I was like, it was like one of my first good tech jobs. Actually, it wasn't that great of a tech job. It was the first job where I fucked up so bad. Thankfully, I had a really, really cool supervisor. So you had to go into the zone. They had the zone, right? So you already had to get clearance to get on site. And then there was in the zone where like all the nuclear cleanup was, right? And you had to go through chain link, or not, razor wire fence, like double or triple any prison you've ever seen. You had to go through, and it had like the old school metal turnstile things where you'd go through, like, Elitch's or like any kind of old school parks. You had to go through that. You had to get a fucking whole handprint scan, your palm and your fingertips and everything. Go through another turnstile, and then pass a dude with an M16. And you had to have an escort come get you. So I had to go in there to the zone to redo this guy's computer, like reload Windows. And so we'd go there, and we would take a program, it would go on their computer, and it would go find all their files where they might have them, put them all in one folder. You upload that folder to the server. Then you re-image the machine, gives them a fresh copy of Windows and all the programs. And then you put their shit back down on their computer. And this dude that I went to, he was notorious for never doing backups. Never, ever. He never backed up shit. I went there, and about 10% into his reimage, my stomach dropped out of my body because I realized I had run the program to get all his files, and I forgot to copy them to the server. So this guy had years of work that I just formatted and reloaded a fresh copy of Windows. And I remember I was like, oh my God, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? What do I do? I was flipping the fuck out. And I remember going, he's like, well, he'd come up and go like, how's it going? I'm like, I don't know. Something looks weird. Like, it doesn't look right. Like, it looks like it's doing something not right. And he's like, oh no, don't tell me that, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to blame it on somehow the sequence. Like, there's no way I was going to tell him that I just absolutely fucking just fucked him. He started running around to all these people like, I just sent you that emote that. And then people were like, well, I have stuff from like a couple months ago. I might still be able to send you. I went out and called my supervisor. I was like, I have just fucked up worse than I've ever fucked up. I forgot to copy all these guys' files and he doesn't back up. And he's like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Everybody fucks up. He's like, fuck that guy. We have told that guy so many times to back up his shit and he refused to do it because he's a dumbass. And he's like, you know what? He's kind of deserves it. I was, didn't make me feel any better, and then when it was confirmed that yes, all your files are gone, this guy had a fucking meltdown. He was pretty nice about it, I would say, considering, but I was scared out of my mind. Yeah, and I didn't get fired, so that was cool. And then I left that job for like a job like $6 more an hour. So I was glad to get out of there because the drive sucked, and we were in like trailers, so it wasn't like the greatest spot to work. But it was cool saying that you worked at Rocky Flats.
My coolest thing I've done was gotten recognition for being street hand, stage hand, MLG Fall Tour. Nice.
MLG Fall Tour. Is that Major League Golf? MLG? I was hosted at my university and I got out of classes to do it. I had to sign an NDA and everything. What does MLG stand for? Is that golf? I mean, either way, it's fucking cool. If it's golf, if you notice, I'm a golfer. Oh, Major League Gaming. Oh, that's cool too. Yeah. Okay. A stagehand. Yeah.
I love that Vince does not have cartoon therapy backed up, because let me tell you a story about that.
Oh my God. Vince, get a fucking SSD external and copy that shit, dude. You're a nut. You're a nut. Don't lose that shit.
So in 2025, we are hiring Vince to do a whole series of videos. We did one pilot to see how many people loved it. Friends, I'll post it in chat. Everybody go give it a thumbs up. It is Scary Stories, and it's this great character he made. And we get stories.
Not like the book Scary Stories, like when I...
No, it's
okay.
Scary Stories for your closest friends. And it talks about mental health. Yeah. And it's like, holy fuck, isn't that scary? Mental health. And it's fun. So everybody hit that link. Go give it a thumbs up. Tell all your friends. Spread it around. But I say to Vince, he shows me this thing that he made years and years and years ago with this guy, Elliot Stories.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you do that again? Like, you obviously still have the cartoon guy. Nope, don't have him. I'd have to redraw everything. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Just because you didn't back it up? Yes, dude, please back it up, triple back it up on another hard drive. I mean, SSDs are like, it also depends on how much, room we're talking, but like, and
the cloud,
somebody like you that has an entire show placed on that shit, you should definitely have some kind of cloud space that you can back that shit up. Like even Dropbox, dude, like get a big ass Dropbox. That makes me scared for you, dude.
I'm a backup freak,
especially
now.
Since your fucking computer is all wiggity whack.
Although there was a time in my life where I got let go from a company and I had the hard drive of all of their assets for communications since the beginning of time, and nobody else had it. Nobody else had anything like it. And I was going to use it as a bargaining chip. And I had it on an external drive like this.
Yeah.
And the drive fell over. And the platters smashed together. It was a good time.
I have currently 4 hard drives that I used to back up to, and one of them I can't get to spin up. Not even spin up. I just can't get it to come up on anything. And I think it's the drive that has most of my I think I got most of my old photos and stuff, like all the shit that I took on Warped Tour for that whole year, 2015, and most of the concerts that I shot. I think I still have at least all the raws, so I could like re-edit them, because I was shooting raw, because that's the best, that's like the flat file where you can do whatever the fuck you want, because like once you shoot in JPEG, you've already fucked it. You can't really take them here or there. If it's raw, you can push it all sorts of levels. Raw is definitely the best to shoot in, but you got to have a lot of space too. I have unlisted videos as backups for some of my class projects for live events. Oh yeah. Even that's a good idea. Just upload them to YouTube and don't publish them so that it's at least on there. Because YouTube, you can just fucking put all kinds of shit up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's why SSD is awesome, because there's no moving parts. There's no platters to clank together. Being a tech, I've been a tech since literally my first tech job was 1995 at America Online. Technically CompuServe, but like 2 months after that, we got the America Online contract. And so I know all about this, literally that first CompuServe only worked on Windows 95. It had just come out. And before that was Windows 3.11 for workbooks that look like dog shit. So I've seen the internet, come a long, long way. And I've seen all the shitty hardware that has come along those years. And there's nothing quite like SSD. It's so fucking fast, especially the M.2 format. If it's raw, you can push it. You hear that, everybody?
Yeah, buddy.
If it's raw, you can push it. Yeah, baby.
So what's your plan tonight, sir?
The plan.
For a while. Have you had dinner?
I did. I actually wolfed down a fucking burrito right before we came on because I didn't know if I'd have another opportunity to eat before we did something. You know what's funny? Have you ever seen this game? We got this game the other day. It's called, and we didn't even play the game. We just literally took the cards out and just asked each other questions because it was pretty fucking fun. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Here.
The game, Duke Nukem.
I should have known that. Is what it's called. And I thought maybe I thought maybe we can go through a couple of these because it's like shit that like you should know, but maybe you don't know. But I feel like I knew a lot of the shit in here.
All right, hit me with one.
Okay.
We'll see me or the chat who gets it first. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's not fair because you could answer way faster than they could type.
I'm not that smart.
Okay, but Chris has to give a 5-second delay before he answers, even if he knows the answer, so that we could see if anybody gets it in chat. All right, first question. Amnesia Haze and White Widow are strains of what plant?
Well, that's marijuana.
Well, that's an easy one. That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, come on, White Widow, come on.
I can give that a 10-second delay. These people are like thistle.
I know.
These people ain't gonna know shit.
Thistle. That is the national plant of Scotland. Thistle.
Granted, you're talking to a man who only drinks.
I know. How does the man who doesn't even do caffeine know that answer? He knows a lot of people that smoke weed. This is
more than you know.
Is this a fucking? Come on. These are not even easy. These are easy. What are Luxor, Treasure Island, and Bellagio all examples of? Come on.
Horrible times.
Yeah, lots of wasted money.
Horrible times, especially the Luxor.
I used to dig the Luxor with the fucking light going into the sky. I thought it was kind of cool. Okay. Those are lame. Okay. What
you know what's hilarious? By the way, Luxor. Is it Luxor has the Blue Man Group?
Oh, is the Luxor even still there? I thought
it's there.
It's there.
And there is a woman who you were going to raid out to after this, Death Aesthetics. Her boyfriend was in the Blue Man Group.
That's fucking cool. You know what? I still
Johnny. Oh.
To this day, have never gone to see the Blue Man Group. And I always wanted to because I thought their show was amazing. If Vegas was Central USA, I'd be moving there with my wife instead of Chi-Town.
Who would you? Okay, here's a question. Before you ask me the next question, and the group, the next question. If you're going to Vegas, who are you going to go see?
And
it can't be a fly-in, fly-out residency.
Can I give the Chris Mack answer?
Yeah.
You go see Wayne Newton. You see, who's the three
Wayne
people
Newton,
you gave?
Barry
Manilow, and who else?
And Fat Elvis.
Fat Elvis. I was like, I'm not interested in. I was like, what is it? $25 to see Wayne Newton? He goes, that's why you see Wayne Newton, or some shit like that.
Front row, baby. Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller.
I've seen Penn and Teller thousands of times. I've been asked to be on stage with them. They are fantastic.
I have never seen a live Penn and Teller. The thing that I like to go and see. So okay, I know the first thing I would see in Vegas, I'd go to the fucking dome thing and see anything because it's 16K. Like, you think 4K is cool? I still have never even seen 8K in person. That shit is 16K. So, and I saw a guy that was fucking on acid, tripping his balls off, having an absolute meltdown freak out at the fucking dome. So I wouldn't recommend that. This guy was absolutely losing his mind.
You know what was one of my biggest regrets? It was because I was working and I couldn't make it. But I was invited for movie night at Penn and Teller at his old house, which he called the Slammer because it was built like a prison. And I got invited to have movie night with Penn, and I couldn't make it.
Oh, dude. How did you not make that happen? You should have moved heaven and earth to make that happen.
Like, honestly. But so we did it later on down the road, but like, man, Penn and Teller are great guys. They're so good.
They seem like good. I loved their show, Bullshit. Loved it. Especially when the one they did on religion. One of my favorite shows I've ever seen.
That is the
awesome.
movie, my friend.
Yeah.
Make Penn bad.
As a truck driver, I've been everywhere. They're my heroes. I wanted to be a therapist or a cartoon therapist. Penn made me want to become a juggler. I used to know how to juggle. I learned that at one point. Were you ever a really good juggler, Vince? I've seen AK in person. You're lucky, dude. I wish I still am looking for a chance to see. Every once in a while, I'll still look up, like, is there an 8K monitor that's like recent? Because I want to see the 8K shit on YouTube that has 8K videos. I want to see it. I have a 4K monitor, which is pretty good.
How many Ks do you need?
Dude, 8K is supposed to be almost like a window. I can imagine what 16K looks like.
Me and you wear glasses, my friend. I ain't getting more than 2K out of these fucking eyes.
Bro, that's not true. You see in like 10 or 11K with your own eyes. That's not true. Shit doesn't look, it looks great, but it doesn't look fucking like a window, like you're seeing through a window, like you could reach through it. That's supposedly what 8K is. Because think about it. 8K is not twice as resolute as 4K. It is 4 times the resolution of 4K. Think how good 4K is. It's 4 times what 4K is, not twice.
You don't need
4.
that much resolution though.
And 8 to 12. Well, I don't know if it's 4 8s to 12, but like
why do you need that much? Vince, by the way, can juggle 5 balls in fire.
Fucking cool. You've used a 12K camera. That's cool, but obviously it's got to be down res to 8K, I assume, because I don't think there's a 12K monitor.
I've seen Vince juggle 3 balls badly.
Were they yours? Do you have an extra testy?
An extra ball.
Does it sit up inside, or does it hang lower than the other two?
I would change out one of my balls for a little squirt pump.
You know, my dad only had one.
That's the way to go.
He got a hernia, and it killed one of them. It shriveled up and died. So that was his fun thing. You can juggle like nobody's business, bro. I want to see you juggle at TwitchCon, Vince. That I want to see. I want to take a video of you juggling and me in the picture somehow. I don't know. Let's do it. It was for super high quality close-ups in 1080. Oh, geez. Well, I mean, the down res I'm sure looks really good, but fuck, that's talking about overkill. That camera must have been insanely expensive.
2 years ago, there was a couple of gals.
See that? Vince is gonna whip his balls out at TC.
Fuck yeah!
Let's get in line for that.
There was a couple gals in the Poop Witch stream who I adore.
Yeah.
Their names were Nubina and Effin Karma, and I told them that I would pay for it if they would learn how to juggle. So Nubina had to learn how to do juggling.
Okay.
And Karma had to learn how to use a bullwhip and do magic.
Okay.
And so I sent them like a bullwhip and a magic kit and all the juggling supplies. Yeah. They're still working on it. It's great.
Oh, when are you going to see it? When do you get the payoff?
I hope this TwitchCon.
You're still waiting. Okay. I've always wanted to whip a bullwhip because there's dudes on. Have you ever seen the one where it's a huge long chain and all the guy does is just move it a foot over and he goes and it comes and whack. I mean, it has the craziest. I mean, it's the sound of speed, right? It's like the bullwhip is like a sonic boom. like a
next
jet
time
makes.
you're down you remember next time you're down at your favorite restaurant there, what did you say you loved? Oh, Mar-a-Lago. You
Fuck
should do bull
off.
whipping.
Yeah, I would fucking
I love it.
bull whip the fucking peepees off everybody there. How dare you? That's not funny.
That's just like telling people that Vince is a flat earther.
But
But don't you want to go to a flat earth conference?
I think the novelty at this point has wore off for me, like probably in the beginning, but it's like, like when you can have a conversation with somebody who's not rooted in reality, like whatsoever, like you're not arguing on the same facts, like whatsoever. I think it loses its.
I want to go to all these crazy conferences for 1 year. Flat earth, like talking to alien. I want to hunt for the Sasquatch. I want to go to all of them in 1 year.
You know what? I realize that a lot of the Bigfoot people are whack jobs, but I honestly do believe in big feet. I believe that there are Bigfoots. I think that there's been enough compelling evidence that people, like there was one in Colorado not too long ago. This guy was on a just train and he was like, what the fuck is that? And I mean, it is to me undisputable common sense that they exist. Like Loch Ness Monster, I don't believe in. I don't believe that there's a Nessie. I was just at Loch Ness.
You know that there's one in Canada? They call it the Ogopogo.
A Bigfoot? I think
the government of BC is giving out $1 million if you can prove that it's real.
I think that there are big feet all over the place. I feel like they're deep in other forests. I just, I'm a ghosty guy too. Like I don't believe in any religion whatsoever, but I believe in spirituality, and I do think that there are so after I got out of my cult religion, I was raised as a kid, I started reading books about stuff that I was previously never allowed to read, which were books about reincarnation and books about near-death experiences. And I feel like I 100% believe a certain thing now, and I believe that how do I say this without sounding like a whack job? Because it's months and months and hours of research, not just like, hey, I believe that there is no true death. And I feel like there is a going on. And I do feel like that we probably, there's out of the fucking trillions and trillions of like stars and billions of galaxies, there's no way that we are just like, oh, this one little thing and blah, blah, blah. I think that, like how religious sees it as like, a lot of times the deeply religious people are like, it's religion, it's God created, or it's evolution. And I think if you, to me, I don't see why it can't be God. And I don't believe in God as like a fucking man on a throne. I believe it is like God is like a source of things, right? Like a source of everything. I think evolution is the long game. I think the creation is through the evolution. It's hard to like put all the thoughts like in a cohesive way that doesn't sound just wackadoodle. So it's hard to just like go, hey, I believe in this thing. It's very subtle.
There has to be more to it. I'm not so stupid to think that I'm smarter than anything else.
Yeah. I just think that.
Granted, I'm smarter than Vince.
Just like people that are in hospice and they have there's so many things that like this nurse, I bought her book where she's a nurse and just the things that she has seen with people that are in their last moments and they just start talking to somebody or like, I'm seeing my sister and you can't see them. Like, I'm absolutely convinced that there is some kind of afterlife.
Well, can I put this out there for you, me, and a little boy named Vincenzo?
Yes.
In March. I'm bringing it up right now. Ready?
Yes.
March.
You found a weird thing to go to?
It's fucking fantastic. No, April. Okay. Me, you, and Vince, North Carolina. Okay?
Okay. Never been there. Love to go there.
They're doing Coast to Coast AM, George Norrie Live, where they're talking about all things alien and life. And I think we should all go. That's the show. It's a radio show. Coast to Coast AM. It used to be on with Art Bell. I'm fanatic for it because I just love at night driving when I used to drive. Like,
this is the thing that you were talking about in Vince's thing the other day, where he was like, "I love Art Bell." Yeah, okay. Because I was like, "Why is that Art Bell familiar?" I remember you bringing this up on Vince's stream. Yeah, Art Bell.
Or we can go to, on May 29th, we can go to Coachella Valley, California, close to you, my friend. Contact in the Desert with George Norrie, the world's largest UAP UFO conference. That'd be fucking sweet.
That would be cool.
You can't tell me that wouldn't be sweet.
No, it would be cool. I think I'm less interested in UFOs. Not that I don't believe that there are probably UFOs. I feel like there's compelling UFO, but I'm more into the Bigfoot footage than I am the UFO footage.
Same here.
But I love also, I love ghosty footage where it's not obviously fake. And there's a lot of shit that's like clearly fake. You can see the cuts and stuff. But like stuff, like shadow people or shit like that. I love like Nuke's Top 5 is like one of my absolute favoriteest YouTube channels of all time. And he's got the greatest voice when he comes in.
That has changed as you have grown up.
No, because So, okay, when I was a kid, here's how it's changed. When I was a kid, I would say, that's a demon. And it's a demon pretending to be a ghost so that it leads you astray or whatever the fuck. That's what I was taught. But I believe that there are things that are, I don't know, shape-shifty or invisible that have been here that have never been a human. And I believe that there are spirits that have been former humans that haven't left the earth realm yet to go on and be, I don't know what they do. They get reprogrammed to be a human again. I don't know what the fuck happens.
No,
but like
this podcast just took a swerve.
Like I said, it's hard to put it into a, there's a, so the guy that literally termed the coin. Yeah, he termed the coin. Coined the term near-death experience is a psychologist that had a bunch of, and so his books are the first books that I started with. And he was a therapist that was just having these people come in with these incredible stories that had never told anybody, or back in the 60s when it happened to them when they were 20 and they told people were like, don't ever fucking tell that story again. We don't believe you. And we're going to have you locked up in a mental institution. And back then they literally they could just throw you in an institution because that's how crazy it was. So they kept these stories their whole life and they hold on to these stories. And so they're like finally able to tell them. And it's not like, when you have a dream and you're like, wow, that was a cool dream. And then the dream fades and eventually you don't even remember what the dream is anymore. According to all these people, these experiences that they had were more real than you right now living your life and experience what you're living. They said it's more real than that. And it's impossible for them to not remember every single detail because it's so impactful. It was like the most incredible thing.
I have a shitty life.
so
when they're living a boring ass life right now.
Yeah. So he was, he had all this collection of people. He's just like, what is going on? So he starts making all these, just like this collection of people telling these incredible stories. And they're so compelling. And the weird thing is we're talking about people that are from every walk of life and we're talking from different decades. And the similarities in each of the stories, and this is not people that know each other. This is decades apart from each other. It happened when this person was 20 years ago. It happened to this person when, just like all times, all over the place, but they all have so interesting similarities. And one of the things that made the most impact on me, which is kind of a weird thing, but they explained how even like rocks and trees were somehow, it's almost like the only way to explain it is like everything is the Matrix, or like everything's code almost. And so two stories that just stood out in my mind that were just so fascinating to me is this one guy was talking about going through the desert. He was hiking and he saw this little tree sapling that clearly needed water and it was struggling. And just out of the goodness of his own heart, he's just like, I'm going to give that tree some water. And he gave some water out of his canteen. And one of the things that everybody has is this life review where it shows you. And to add to that, one of the coolest things that to me just makes so much sense is when you're given your life review, you are shown all the good things that you did, but also all the bad things that you did to somebody else, but you don't see it from your perspective. You feel it and see it from their perspective. And if you think about that in the realm of like learning a lesson, or really taking to heart the impact that moment had, how you cannot possibly drum up a better example of how to learn from that by experiencing what you did to them, but from their perspective. And everybody had that same story. And I thought it was so interesting. Anyway, a lot of people said that they were like expecting, like, yeah, I was a CEO and I made all this money and I did all these things. I can't wait to like see these. And how the people doing their life review, they could give a fuck about all that stuff. It was the little things in life. It was the guy who gave the tree sapling some water, and then he saw it from the tree sapling's perspective of like, I don't know how a tree expresses like gratitude, but like however it was, like a little Mario 1-ups or something, like bloop, bloop. I forget how they explained it, but that meant more in that moment because he just did it out of the purity of love for that thing of just being a good person than, most of the stuff that he did that he thought was like, look at this thing that I accomplished.
This is legit. This is all I think about most of my days. Because I'm just fascinated by it, right? I'm fascinated by every religion in the world. I've taken 4 years of theology just to study it.
Yeah.
Like, look at this, right? Like, check this out. So this is on my desk. This is 8 million years old, right? I got a meteorite.
Oh, sick.
And I have cufflinks that have pieces of moon rock in them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck do I? Because what I asked you originally was what age, right? Because when you're younger, you are like, have views and thoughts and all this other stuff. And you're like, oh, that's fake. That's fake.
Yeah.
But there came a point in my life where I became a little older where I was like, what the hell do I know?
Yeah.
Maybe there's an afterlife. How do I know? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Nobody does truly. But I feel like when people tell you profound experiences from their own, and a lot of times people try to go, oh, that was just the dopamine in your brain because you were dead and blah blah blah. And there's so many instances where like they were like, no, I was fucking brain dead on the fucking table, there was no life in me, and then they came back, but they were gone for like 5 minutes, but to them it felt like months, months, or even
like being in
days,
a coma.
weeks. Yeah, but also it was the most profound, not like a dream, like the thing was realer than this life. Like it was, and they're like, there's no absolute no way to explain this to you because I don't know how. And I get that because like, the worst shroom trip I've ever had in my entire life, it was so horrible. And there's no fucking way that I could possibly convey to somebody how bad it was. I don't even remember how bad it was. And it happened to me. So the fact that they had something happen to them that was so profound and so more real than this real life, and then just story after story and different people and different decades, and they all have similarities. And so anyway, the tree thing was one cool thing. And then just even this lady that was hiking through the woods, and she stopped and she admired this tree, and she just thought, wow, that tree is so beautiful. And then she saw it from the tree's perspective of like the gratitude that the tree had that the lady stopped and said, like, I don't know, shit like that is just profoundly affected me for some reason. Because
talk about out of body experiences. Vince is about to go to bed on NyQuil. So is Grim Oxford. Good night, boys.
Night, guys.
And I think we should wrap up.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is a good wrap. I feel like we've had a good little a back and forth.
Because man, this went fucking off the rails at the end, man. Just because me and you are now all of a sudden insightful, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
I mean, I feel like especially with all the fucking noise going on right now, like you have to stop and like I feel like I really need to get back to meditation because it really was the only thing that kind of kept me focused and try to get out the noise. And I do think that love is the most powerful force in the universe. And I feel like the more we see our fellow person with love and see it from their side, because it's so easy not to do that. It's so hard to be a good person, just on every level. So Vince, I really appreciate you hanging out, dude. Like for you to stay this long.
I agree.
I'm very honored that you stayed on so long. Raina, same to you. Mikey, what's up, buddy? Did you just get in here? Are you
Mike's
in?
been around for
Oh, has he? Fuck. Sorry,
but I'll
dude.
tell you, I'll tell you, it's one of the things that is very important to me because you just mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
As you know, tons, like 4,500 calls already or contacts to Erica Legacy from Twitch people, so our community members, since the beginning of January. And
wow,
I have a friend who is a musician, right?
Yeah.
Tom Wilson, and I'll put a link to one of Tom's songs here. And everybody loves Tom, but Tom, one of his things that he used to do at his concerts, still does at his concerts, and it hit me hard, was the idea that you're not going to change the noise out in the world. However, if you go out of your house every day with a whole heart and care about somebody and care about each other, the world for you will change.
Yes. Yes.
And
that is profound. And even just, even if you just, I think, focus on like, you know what, every person that I run into today, I'm going to try and smile at them. That was the one thing that I noticed, like I even said in my documentary, where I was like, I would go around and be like, oh, don't look at me, like, I don't want you to fuck with me, because I was like jumped as a kid, so I had this like, kind of exterior. But like, one of the lessons, and it's hard to remember it sometimes, is to just try to be open and, smile at people or open the door for them. And even if it's not reciprocated, that doesn't mean that you didn't do a good thing and that it didn't make the universe a better place because of it. And it's like, those are the things that I have to try and remind myself to concentrate on. And, just doing little kindnesses. I think, instead of ignoring a homeless person that's asking for money, just, even if it's like, I don't have any money, but man, I really hope you have a good day, and even I'm guilty of not doing that. But like when I do think to do it, it makes me feel better. And I know that it makes some kind of impact, just even little shit like that. So
here's what I've always thought, because homeless people, and not even homeless, but other people that are like, hey, can I have some money? Hey, I have some money. And I will give some money to somebody, and other people will be like, why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are taking my money and you are screwing me, you win.
Yeah.
If you are not screwing me, you still win. Like, I don't care.
Well, the way I always feel about it, especially even like, and I do hate the tip culture in America. I like it so much better in Europe. But even when I am leaving a tip or anything like that, I'm like, this person needs it more than I do. You know what I mean? That's how I always try to think of it. And even if it's a homeless person, and even if they're going to take that $5 and go buy liquor, I don't fucking care. If I was in the position to have to ask somebody, just being in that position, I would hate to be in that position. So to me, you need it more than I do. I don't give a fuck what you're going to do. Hopefully you go buy some food, or but I also am not going to judge you for doing whatever you need. And just at the bottom, the base of it, you need it more than I do. And so I'm happy to give it to you. If I have, I always try to have, because like, who the fuck has cash on them these days? So I always try to have at least a 5 or a 10 on me so that I can do that. The thing that I hate is when I have already given it to somebody and then somebody else asks me later and I'm like, I'm sorry, I already gave it to somebody. And then they're probably like, you're full of shit. But it is a thing. I'm a homeless
guy archetype. I'm just not on drugs and I have a family. Exactly. I'm lucky, right? I'm lucky. I can do it.
Yeah.
But it also comes to doing with stream, right? I always tell people, support great streamers. Support who you like, because if not, they're gonna leave. Like Bliss, right? Like Bliss is, and you see, but guys like you don't need it, but they'll still support. But Bliss and like Poop Witch and like Sorry and all these other guys, this is their jobs, man.
Yeah.
Support them.
Yeah. No,
handies are always free. That's the way to go out of this topic right here. Handies are always free.
Handies are always free. So Chris, what do you think about, I suppose we could talk about this offline, but like, you want to do this as a regular thing? I definitely want a handy, bro.
I'm always around.
I feel like
I'm always up for the beard cast, my friend.
I feel like we should, maybe, I don't know if you can do like a weekly thing, but I like this. I like, I need another old dude to kind of like, you and me together have had so many fucking stories. We could sit here and talk for 10 hours a day on all the stories that we have. We've experienced a lot of life, and I feel like there's a lot of not even necessarily advice, but just funny little stories or advice or stuff. And Yeah, the banter and the flow is good, right? Yeah. So Chris came over this weekend, and we shot the shit, and then we went to breakfast the next day. It was great. You know, it's
because this asshole was like, "Oh, I don't like playing video games because I have a short attention span. What am I gonna do?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'll come on. Let's chat."
Yeah,
this is the way to do it, man. This is the way.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have the most fun on Twitch when I can do this, like chat with people. And I was telling them that the best one I had was before I went on vacation. And I was like, you know, with just my chat, but like being able to like actually converse with somebody is, I think, much better. Okay, so who are we rating out to? You said
I know Deathstatics. Give her some love.
Deathstatics, she's still on. Streamer. Okay, let me pull her up here.
Deathstatics.
Deathstatics. That's not the one we did last time, is it? Where they were playing that game?
She's great.
I rated her last time, I feel like. Deathstatics?
Did you? Who else is around? She's great.
They were playing that game, right? Weren't they playing Catan? Yeah. Yes, they were. Okay, I rated her. Let's find somebody else. Not that it's like, but I would.
Let's see. You want to hit up Sorry?
Is he on right now?
He's on.
No fucking way. Oh, we definitely got to rate Sorry. Okay, hold on.
Go do Sorry.
Let me pull him up. I didn't realize he was on.
Yeah, at the new house. It looks like he's in a safe house.
Sick. Again, thank you to Lima for the raid. I'm sure she's long gone because she streamed for a while. Thank you for everybody. Thanks for Trolley for the raid. Bliss, Reina, Queen, Cinnabon. Yeah, Cinnabon. You've been around for a while. Grim, like, you know, Vince, thank you for everybody for hanging around. This will hopefully be more of a regular thing as I navigate what the fuck to do on this platform.
So see, and look, and now I can do my goodbye screen, and then you can do yours. Here's mine. You ready?
Yeah.
Friends, I will see you next time. I'll be part of the raid. I'm still here, but...
Oh, let me... Wait, hold on before you go. Oh, well, okay.
What?
Well, he's gone.
What?
I want to...
What?
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't have a raid message before. I'd be like, have you seen the beard? But now it's both of us. Have you seen the beard show?
No, just do the beard. This is my fucking chat. I'm behind.
You
need the promo. I don't.
Have you seen the beard? Hold on. Let me just do a chat message real quick. Sorry. And I will raid the Sorry with that. I'm always bad at this part. Hold on. Okay, so copy it as many times as you want. Everybody who follows should have that at least little flag raid. So I'm gonna raid right now. I'm gonna stop this music, and where's the button? Fuck.
Oh, this is great. And I'm the old guy.
Bro, that's because I have 4 different monitors. Why is this saying? Oh, start raid. There it was. It was underneath. Okay. It's going to collect everybody in 8 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, what, are you gonna hit your goodbye
5,
screen?
4. No, because I would have already done that.
All right, just
bye, everybody.
Straight out.
Bye. Love you guys. Thanks for sticking around.
Remember, guys, 5th place, which is Clancy. Look, you took 5th place. You got your bonus. 5th place. Oh!